I, I was doing my act from last night, huh? You know, because I'm laughing, right? Here we got the game going. Quentin Williams, somebody wrote, and I'm thinking the same thing. Quentin Williams is kind of quiet tonight. I said to myself, wait a minute. Quentin's probably thinking to himself, I got to take care of my body. My stock is rising in the NFL draft. People talking about making me number one and number two. So I got to be real careful out here tonight. So Quentin's probably just out there out of the goodness of his heart because that ain't where his mind is right now. When you're Quentin Williams and people start talking about you being in the top 5 maximum, shoot, man. Hey, and also I appreciate I was reading as you was writing. What's that guy's name from the kid from Ohio State? Sitting up there, he couldn't, how disrespectful was that? You know what? In fact, he's got a lot to learn. He's sitting up there talking about, yeah, no, my family's, 49. I like the Cowboys, but no, I'm not much of a Niners fan. Oh, okay. I'm sure we're going to make note of that. It's going to be funny, too, because what if, oh, God, I love it. 49ers, just remember that. Somehow he gets wherever he goes and he's going to start. Was that Salvador said, hey, Twy ain't going nowhere in the NFL anyway. Get his little butt talking that smack. Bam. Let me run this down to you, though. It's getting late, so I thought I'd go ahead and bust in here and keep me posted on the game, too. But anyway, Jeff Hafley is out of here. Nick Wagner posts up. 49ers have another opening on coaching staff as Ohio State announces the hiring of Niners defensive back coach, ex-defensive back coach Jeff Hafley as co-defensive coordinator. So Niners now must find a defensive backs coach. I think whoever the DB coach is at LSU, that's who I want. Get him. Whatever he asks for, let him have it. One thing about LSU, they've always got a secondary. Now, I don't know if it's all about the personnel they pick, but they've always got a secondary. Each and every year. If we could get all of our secondary out of LSU, I'd be the happiest man in the world. I'm talking about the cornerbacks, the safety. They just, wow. Every year they got quality players playing in that secondary. Amazes me. Maybe that's what they stress pretty much on. But you know what? If LSU ever gets or focuses on getting a quarterback, if they can maintain what they do as far as defense and everything else, look out for LSU. But they never have a quarterback. Quarterbacks are okay, but never anything that's going anywhere, right? So Ohio State University announced today that they're hired Southern ex-49ers defensive backs coach Jeff Hafley as their co-defensive coordinator, as I mentioned. Hafley was also the 49ers defensive backs coach under Chip Kelly, which is where the connection between him and Ohio State head coach Ryan Day. Day was the quarterback's coach under Kelly in Philadelphia. Hafley can add this to his resume, however, that under his watch, the 49ers' two puny, few and far between INTs in the 2018 season set an NFL record for the fewest ever. Jeff, you had to know you was out of here, man. Somebody's got to get blamed for that. And I told you it wasn't all about Robert Saleh. Hafley was over there working with those guys every day. Robert can't go do everybody's job all day. Boy, and if anything, Saleh did the right thing. Because Robert's here, right? Robert probably went up to the office and, John, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to whine or cry or complain. As you know, I'm drawing a lot of heat for the defense. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the truth. I don't have a secondary coach. And they probably told Jeff a few weeks ago, Jeff, Robert's not happy with your work, so we're going to have to tell you goodbye. We're going to wish you the best of luck and get the resume you want. We're not going to embarrass you, though. Let's get you a few weeks to get out there, see if you can get a job somewhere else, and we'll just say that you decided to leave for higher ground. I got a feeling he got fired. I really do. 2 INTs. And guys, and everybody running around trying to figure out who's doing what. Everybody throwing their arms up in the air, pointing and looking all. That's whoa. So we had our starting quarterback opposite Richard Sherman, Akello Witherspoon, who's being graded by some as a regression after a year with the 49ers. So, we have whoever comes in to take this job, he's got a job coming up. Whoever the 49ers hires as a secondary coach, he's got a vital job. 49ers have a slew of young moldable talents, but you got to mold them into something, man. I'm trying to go to the Super Bowl here. Come on. So, we'll find somebody who can maximize their talent. Hey, Robbie Gould, right? Yeah, can you imagine? Robbie Gould was at the game in Chicago. He's a Soldier Field, sitting up in the stands with a couple of his boys, right? Sitting up in one of the suites, should I say, watching the game. Can you imagine Robbie Gould as Parkey comes out there? Oh, well, looks like my old team's going to make it to the next round of the playoffs. Oh, my God. Say, they should have called me down and dressed me up as Parkey or something. I could have made that one. Fam, his contract has expired. The 49ers should have signed him in November. John, what are you waiting for? Robbie Gould, I'm telling you, man, Robbie, he's 36 now, so for kickers, that's okay. 14-year NFL veteran, had the highest accuracy percentage of his career this season with us. Gould is scheduled to be an unrestricted free agent, and he's likely to be popular amongst Bears fans. I guess, you think? God, he played his first 11 years here. They all know him. They want him back. He leaves and he does a number on him how many times? So the 49ers, though, have sole negotiating rights with Gould until March the 11th. If we don't re-sign Robbie, of course, he will go immediately to Chicago. Robbie left his family in Chicago because of the uncertainty of signing with the 49ers, which I do not believe or understand. The way Robbie's kicking. Fam, you look around the league and you see how many kickers around the league are total screw-ups. Can you imagine us with one of those guys? Oh, man. Sign Robbie, John. And stop fooling around. You don't need to get nowhere near March. Sign Robbie, John. God. I mean, Gould ranks number 2 in NFL history in field goal accuracy, 87.7%, behind only Baltimore's Justin Tucker at 90.1. Oh, by the way, you can thank Aaron Lynch for the extra pick. We might be getting a compensatory pitch. Did I get those vowels and consonants mixed up? There's no sun. Compensatory pick. Aaron Lynch apparently is going to fetch that for us. Actually, we have a couple more. You can only get 32 within a certain amount of time. So we got a lot of compensatory picks, apparently. So we get 6 picks, it looks like, instead of just having 5. We can use that, though, to make a trade. I got a feeling 49ers are going to make a trade of some kind, maybe at some point. 49ers may, if not, get that second pick like everybody's been talking about, and they trade down because you know how the 49ers, if 49ers going to get famous for something, this new regime, it's about trading down them high picks. And fam, somebody pointed out yesterday we were talking, you're not going to be in the number 1, 2 position. This is our second time. You're not going to get this next year, most likely. Use it. And no, don't give it to Pittsburgh for Antonio. I mean, I like AB, but I don't want to pay the farm for him. OBJ, that's another story. Anyway. Okay, Snyder wants him. We got AB, 2 second-round picks at $14 million. Oh, God. AB's going to cost what? Okay, now you talk about AB's going to cost $20-something million. That's what he demands. AB says, man, Teal. You know that commercial where the dude is sitting there eating, they're sitting there watching fantasy football, and Antonio Brown's standing behind that dude, and Antonio Brown into the end zone again. Guy looks over, oh, man, you should have picked up Antonio Brown. Antonio standing there, yeah, should have picked me, man. Yeah, I hear about it every day. That's Antonio Brown sitting in negotiations. I'm Antonio Brown. You know I don't work for no peanuts like that. You got to give me 20 plus million. I'll tell you what to do, 49ers. I'll take 21 million. You know why? Because that's the Steelers have to deal with. So I ain't gonna take any more than that. You can keep that one extra million, give it to somebody else. I'll play for 21 million. No problem. Throw me the ball. Throw me the ball. Because if I don't get the ball, I can get a little crazy. So, I am concerned about Antonio Brown. I just don't know. About him. I hope if they get him, it's okay. He comes in, segues smoothly into the program, and we can get moving okay. If not, I'm a little concerned. Oh, God. Hank Moody says, Cody Parker is the GOAT in my eyes. You know what? Hey, Hank, you're right. You know why? He hit that crossbar, and they're trying to say now somebody got a deflection on it. He hit that crossbar 5 or 6 times last year. That is GOAT material. He made my boy made me how much money? $250? Congratulations. Oh, man, I tell you, football is so funny. And in Salvador Babisca, man, Twa ain't going to be nothing more than a graduate assistant, man. Coming in talking all that smack. First thing he's going to come in and hate on the Niners. He's already, man, put him already on my list of quarterbacks to take out. Come on, man. Come into the NFL with some respect. TV, you're better than me. Hey, Bears fans here, I think it would be great if we got Gould somehow to replace Parkey. No. Bears fan, you cannot have Gould. We need Gould in order to beat you next year in the playoffs. Yeah, that's the plan. We are in our last year of suffering. All our guys will be back next year, and we're going to continue to beat up on the Bears as we did last year. And next year will be a little easier for us, though, because we'll have everybody, a little maturity, and maybe a couple over pieces. Can't have Robbie Gould. He's ours. We'll keep him. We need him better than you do anyway. You weren't going to do anything with him. You were just going to get to the playoffs and get beat again. I love talking smack. Boy, hey, Billy Blade, Bama's get... Oh, Hank Moody says, you realize how much harder the schedule is next year than this year. Hank Moody, it's like I've already answered this question by so many times. The people that you're calling hard on our schedule, they need to look out for us. We the bad mofos in the house now. When we come to town, they need to be scared. Billy Blade said Bama's getting dominated for all you true 49er fans who are screaming for Quentin Williams. He's completely overrated. If we draft him, Lynch should be fired immediately. That would be such a bulky pick. Oh, Clemson. Hey, but Clemson, hey, you know what's so funny, though? Because Cleveland is on the other side of the field, and he ain't having a bad game. This is the funny thing about it. So do you go ahead and pick up Cleveland now? Did Cleveland win a job now? Curtis McLeod, hey, you agree, Cleveland? Farrell is looking like a beast. It's funny how these things work out like this. Jesse from Walla Walla, Earl, A.B., and Bosa drop the mic and walk away. I got to say that would be a fiendish combo. And like I say, if you come into any game with that lineup, damn about the schedule's tough. The tough on the schedule. It's like, it's before the guys can say, we don't claim to be bad, but the bad don't bleep with us. Daniel says, hey, none of the top guys from both teams are playing well, but don't let one game determine their talent. That's a good point. That's a very good point, though, Daniel. And Trey from VA, we will need installments tonight. I know. I got a couple myself, boy. John, I mean, Richie Lowe, Deshaun Golson. Oh! Oh, yes! And Golson's right here still in the Bay Area. He's hanging out with an NBC network. He can just come on over and coach the 49ers. Let somebody else have that job. He can do both if he wants to in his part-time. Yeah. Have Hitler come and be your sidekick. Curtis McLeod, Clemson is killing Bama, which is very funny because Bama don't usually get killed. Man. And let me do the first installment, though. And now, let me start off tonight's Monday Night Raw with John Lynch. Come on down. Let me holler at you. John, man, you got to stop fooling around, man. I'm telling you right now, I ain't happy about Robbie Gould. If Robbie Gould is if he's uncertain about his future with the 49ers, stop bullshitting. You know damn well you ain't going to get a better kicker than Robbie Gould. Sign him. John, give me the phone number. I'll tell him. Come on, man. Don't fool around with Robbie Gould, John. Get him on the team now. Okay. Vader! Ross Dobbs, Kobe Bryant is your cousin? Are you serious? Vader, where'd you go, man? Vader. Let me do it. It's time! It's time! It's Vader! Time!
What's up, Ronbo?
Vader.
What's going on?
Oh man, I'm a little concerned about the tail dragging on Robbie Gould's contract. Left his family in Chicago because he feels.
He ain't going nowhere, brother. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm hoping not.
He'll be signed in March.
We got Bears fans on the chat talking about we need Robbie Gould. No, you don't.
Oh, I know. Man, it wasn't that kid's fault. Did you see that replay? It was tipped. The ball was tipped. Everybody needs to relax. Shit happens,
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah, I know.
Look at our season.
I read that. The news was he got tipped. He did hit that crossbar a few times this year, though, Vader.
Yeah, I know he did. But again, it's no picnic kicking in Chicago.
Yeah,
Just the way
cold.
it is no picnic kicking in Santa Clara.
Any place else?
Man,
for that
nobody
matter.
wants to come and kick in Santa Clara. Yeah, Robbie Gould, we're going to pay him, and, that's something on the back burner. They'll get it done before March. I mean,
yeah, they got till
Robbie
March
ain't
11th.
going anywhere, man.
Yeah, you know, John ain't crazy. So, yeah.
Oh, no, he
But
Vader,
Vader, I want to ask you this, though. And Trez, I hope you and Trey both. I see Trey in the chat. Okay, I told y'all about Jeff Hafley. And Robert Saleh didn't want to throw his ass under the bus, but Robert had enough of Jeff Hafley probably in week 6. Couldn't do nothing about it. Now Jeff is talking about, I got a new job at Ohio State. I'm gonna go ahead and you notice he's not the defensive coordinator. He's the coordinator's assistant.
Assistant, right? Same way he was assistant. So he can take. Hopefully, he takes that bad juju with him, man.
Boy, cause that dude, man. Secondary pointing and looking at each other like they don't know what they're doing, and it had something to do with his ass. But what are they thinking?
Man, I'm telling you, they can't. I don't know, man. Maybe we got some Jamarcus Russells on the team, man. They don't know how to read. They're not reading the playbook, man. I don't know what the deal is, but hopefully, like I stated yesterday, hopefully we can just we can get these guys healthy, and we could see what we have, because we can't honestly sit back and see exactly what we have. Did we see Trent Taylor's full potential? Hell no.
Not yet.
It's like he was there and then he was gone. I go, what happened to Trent? And
Sophomore jinx. So you know what? Sophomore's pain. Keller went through it. Trent went through it. Amazingly enough, Bourne didn't go through it. Who else is a sophomore this past year?
No, wait. Bourne had some issues. At the beginning, Ronbo. He was dropping passes.
Oh, he ran around wrong too.
To the ball.
He ran around wrong too.
Wrong.
And,
yes, sir.
But that was in preseason, though. Well, you know what? Oh, no, he did that in the first game. Second game? Yeah. But here's the thing about Kendrick.
Right.
After he embarrassed himself, he still progressed. That's all you want to see in a rookie.
Exactly.
He still kept going forward.
No, he had Jimmy G didn't let him down, man. He kept feeding him the ball. Mm-hmm. And, the tight windows, and he was making the catches, man. I mean, the guy's got talent. It's just you got to put him in position.
He makes
he's
some
got hands.
spectacular
Got to put him in a position to win, man. most definite. But going on to the draft, like we were discussing yesterday, we're going to go into the draft. You know what I noticed? You know, hey, there's a lot of defensive ends coming out of the draft this year.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of
pass
players
rushers
coming
galore.
out.
I know,
So,
that's why.
It's,
If we don't get Bosa, it's not the end of the world. We could still find people.
no. And then just like the other caller stated yesterday, maybe giving up that second round and picking up a couple more picks in the first round down the line, because there's a bunch of defensive ends, and again, it comes down to who's going to work for us. You know what I mean? What's going to fit
if you
that
trade
team?
down, as you say, there's more defensive. What if your Greedies, your Devin Whites, that's icing on the 49er cake. You know, either one of those guys would just. Well, I mean, as soon as these guys are pro ready now.
Hey, did you see that San Diego, LA Charger team?
Call him San Diego. I like to call him San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, they had 3 safeties on the field, man, and just speed. Speed was just killing them boys. It was just speed after speed after speed. And that's our old 49er, man. Remember when we were playing Dallas back in the day? Dallas says we need guys that are 500 pounds. And here come the Niners, man. Here come the Niners. Now, we got speed and strength.
Mm-hmm. I really do want to see San Diego. Let's call him San Diego. Stop trying to call him LA. I really want to see San Diego beat Tom Terrific and his boys. If that happens, I'm on my Sunday. If I see the Rams go down and Tommy T go down, I'm going to be the happiest, darkest child in a 49er uniform you ever seen. Oh, I'll be
we
just
got to be
delighted.
careful with that, though.
Oh.
We just got to be careful with that, Ronbo, because Rudy might stab himself. We don't want that.
Hello?
Imagine that. I thought you guys were the king of the L.A. What happened now, man? You're sharing your stadium, and they just took you boys out, man. Man, you know what? Just pack up your shit and go back to St. Louis. Man, that would be nuts, man, if that happens, man. It looks like it's kind of going in that direction, because I'm telling you, I mean, I love the Chargers coaching staff since the beginning.
Oh, they're good.
I think they really put a very good coach. I mean, you had Wisenhunt there. He's not a head coach. We all knew that. But, as an offense coordinator,
we're having way too much for Vader. We're out of time. Vader, tell you what, though, I will see you Friday. And we're going to talk some more ball.
Friday. We're going to do Friday.
We're going to laugh about the Rams and their chances and what we got. And they don't tell them what's going to develop between now and Friday. We may have a new defensive back coach by Thursday or Friday.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm praying for that, Ronbo. I'm praying for that, because I don't know, man. I'm still on that. We need to get rid of Saleh train.
I know it.
Hopefully,
But you may be changing your mind next year. I'm telling you.
I hear it through the whole thing. We just don't want to change our scheme right now. It's not a good thing to change our scheme. It's not a good thing, and everybody agrees with that. But come on, man. Come on, Robert. Get your head out of your ass and let's get this shit done, man. Come on, brother. I know you can do it.
All right, Vader.
But anyways, shout out to TNT Trey. I don't know if Toby. I was looking for Toby yesterday. Didn't hear him. Hopefully he comes back here.
Yeah, Toby's being a dad
everybody
right
else.
now. I don't know what he's tied up.
Oh no, Toby's being a dad. He probably covering his baby's ears. He don't want to hear this damn nonsense right now. Get our shit together. But anyways, I will see you Friday, sir. And let me go on, ready to go. Ready to go. Ronbo Sports. Guys, have a good night. Hit that like, baby. Love what you do, Ronbo. Love what you do, baby.
Thanks, Vader. I'll see you Friday, babe. All right. And Freddie Gonzalez says, it's my mom's birthday. She follows you a lot. Can you tell her happy birthday, please? Freddie, you should have told me mom's name. Now I got to call Freddie mom. Freddie's mom. How you doing? 49ers moms, promise you, they are not going to disappoint you next year. Don't listen to these other folks around here saying bad things about the 49ers. Laugh at them. Flip them off. Tell them where to go. But tell them your team is coming back next season. Happy Baby birthday to Mom's Freddy's. Happy birthday to Freddy's mom. Happy Niners birthday to Moms. Happy birthday, Moms. I'm serious. The 49ers going to stop embarrassing you. They're going to stop embarrassing me. They're going to start kicking some butt starting next season. They're getting it ready right now. And Dolomite says, I don't want to hear any excuses about our team being young next year. That would make 3 years in the same offensive and defensive system. Can these children please grow up? I just added that last part because that's pretty much what Dolomite is saying. Dolomite, you ain't got to worry about that being no excuse. Did you see the growth and maturity in some of those guys toward that last few weeks of the season? That defense has reached that level. I'm convinced of it. When I see guys like Ronnie Blair was just nasty this season. That boy was all over the place. You seen Buckner take it to the next level, 12 sacks. I know Armstead may not even be with us next year, but I've seen some improvement in Armstead as well. And number one, he stayed on the field all season long. DJ Jones made a solo tackle that blew me away, all 300-something pounds. You know, I got to tell you, this team is going to, you're right, but I'm not saying it about anybody's age next year. It's time for them to come on and get it done. Maya 0724 says, you know, our team ain't shit when we worried about signing a kicker. Damn a kicker, we need to score TDs. Our Redbone off. Redbone is, what's the name of that singer? Anyway, offensive shit, we need a wide receiver upgrade. They can franchise Gould anyway. Yeah, they can franchise him, but I mean, why franchise him? Just pay him. Let's get that done. But I got to tell you, though, 49ers still had an average amount of points. We had 1 or 2 games this season where we didn't score very well, but Jimmy G wasn't out there. Jarrett McKinnon wasn't out there. I got a crippled Matt Breida out there. I had my what I call one of my favorite receivers of all time. I got Marquise Goodwin half the time at home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me back some of my starters. Then let's talk. All right, and Leroy Phillips Sr. says Clemson balling out. Bama beat at that own game. Bama! You know who's really delighted tonight about that? Probably DeMille. Oh, I got Hey, wait, Niner Inc. What's up? Hey, James, come on in here.
Hey, what's up, brother Ronbo?
James, I got some volume issues. Where you at? I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
That's a little better now, yeah. Yeah,
right,
James.
I had my TV up and
All
I
right.
just turned it on mute. Yeah,
I'm sitting up here laughing at the products out of the great state of Alabama. What happened?
Yeah, well, a lot of their products are there because I've seen a very foolish linebacker by the name of Reuben Foster. He's hanging out the team, walking out the locker room like, yeah, man, y'all need to get it done, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to tell you, man, I am glad, and I say this with a passion, I am glad that he has moved on off that roster. Because now, what would you, if a team done cut you, why would you be in Santa Clara? Just to come there to the game? You know, John Lynch and them ain't spoke to him if they seen him, you know, and he's on the Alabama side. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's old news. But I want to give 2 things I want to touch base on. Number one is this Robbie Gould situation. Listen to me. I do believe they've been monitoring this kid, Cody Parkey, for the longest.
Yeah.
And it might actually, the 49ers might actually franchise tag Gould and then go to Chicago to Ryan Pace and say, what are you willing to give up for a truly great kicker? Because he played beyond. Okay? It's going to cost you. Oh, yeah, it's going to cost you. You were in the last 8 of the teams to go to the playoffs. And you came up short because Cody Parker had on sunglasses. Or I don't know what he was seeing, but he wasn't seeing between those 2 hash marks. Okay, so what do you want to really give up for Robbie? And bro, let me tell you something. Listen, it might actually play out like that because there's other kickers out there. I'm not going to say that they're as great as Robbie
Well,
Gould,
see, that's what I
but
was going to say, James. There's a lot of
sorry.
extremely sorry kickers. If you watch a lot of games, you've seen dudes missing chippies that Gould
Yeah, but
never misses. So,
this is the thing, though. How much are you committed to your team that you hanging out back in Chicago at the game?
Yeah, I know. See,
You understand? And you just played down 3 weeks ago in Santa Clara.
well, he's got a house out there.
But that's
I mean,
okay. That's okay.
yeah.
But still, you also got a contract with San Francisco.
Now, well, no,
Okay.
it's expired though, James. So he
They
left his
got till
family
March
there
the
because
11th.
he
They
says
got till
he's
March
trying
the
to
11th.
he wants his family to establish some normalcy, so he's going to just let them stay in Chicago. So, but I said, oh man, what's up?
I'm gonna tell you, it is what it is, bro. I'm hoping that someone in the front office, John Lynch, Adam Peters, and Kyle Lynch, I hope they stay away from two names, Antonio Brown and OBJ. Listen, that's like walking down the street, I guess, in the sunshine with vampires on both sides. Okay? And the sun is shining.
It's
Now,
stay out in that sunshine. Don't let him hit
I
you.
don't know exactly what I was saying when I said that, but I do believe that
Oh, it's
I
pretty
was
good.
trying to make a point.
Well, it worked. I was amused.
They already bloodsuckers. Both of them have got paid financially. Antonio Brown last year, and now OBJ in 2018 as well. And I think the thing with Brown is he's pissed off about the younger receivers like Juju,
Yep.
Ryan Switzer,
Yep.
and they got another young player that these guys are actually they're producing more than Antonio Brown.
And James,
I mean,
add to that, Roethlisberger skips Antonio and throws the ball to Vance McDonald too often for him.
This is exactly right. And the funny thing about that whole deal, when he was in San Francisco, Vance McDonald, he couldn't make it no more than 6 games the whole season.
I know. Now he's playing it. Hey, strength and conditioning coaches. It's the problem in Santa Clara has something to do more than strength and conditioning coaches. I think it's that facility, James. I want to move out of there so bad I don't know what to do.
I think we'll be changing our mindset on that once we're primed this year. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not gonna get on the 13-3 because we got Jimmy G bandwagon. Thanks to another Niner brother up there, Niner Empire up there in the Great North by the name of Kenny. Yeah. But I'm gonna say one thing that he did say last night. I was listening to him, and it's so true. We do not need to pass up on that boy Josh Allen. Okay, it makes no sense in the world to go out here to get another D tackle. We drafted D tackles the last 4 out of 5 drafts. We drafted a defensive tackle in the first round. Okay, now at the end of the day, this kid, Allen, has got so much upside. He's great in coverage. He can really disrupt an offense. Okay, now put that together with DeForest Buckner and possibly Kentavious Street playing on the nose and DJ Jones. And now you got Josh Allen on the edge that's bringing the heat. And we could our defense will be a top 5 defense in no time. But I think it makes sense. I know we sitting there and people are saying, oh, we ain't got a lot of draft picks, but sometimes that trading out to get other players, it don't necessarily give you're not going to get the players you intentionally wanted because other people are going to take them. And
as has been the case down through the years anyway.
Right.
But James, we got to hold up right there. James, you know what? Hold that thought and let's continue. Okay. We're going to be talking this way for the next few months anyway. But I want you to pick up right where you left off with these players you're comparing. I'll remind you of Josh Allen Friday. Because I'm telling you, man, the 49ers may best get him. I'm trying to figure out because Bosa's not going to be there.
It's not only him, Ronbo, and I ain't going to hold you up. They got to go after Jaylon Ferguson, man. Get both of them.
They could get him in the second round. I understand there's judgments on him that are excellent, and there's judgments on him that are very bad. There's no in between with him. So which camp are the 49ers in? That's very strange. I watch them. I don't know what they're talking about. I only see excellence. That dude's it's crazy.
I'll say this much, and I'm gonna let you roll. Last time we drafted a linebacker that was 6'4" and a half, 240 pounds, happened to be Alden Smith. Now this kid, Josh Allen, is a blue collar, blue chip player that only wants to play football. A commentator asked him about what do you think will happen when you go to the draft and this and that, and your life is becoming. He said, all I want to do is be a real man to my son. I want my son to be able to see me as somebody that he could say, my dad did a great job in raising me.
There you go.
He didn't say nothing about buying his mama a house, going to get 2 cars and all that. All that's coming anyway. But anyway, Ronbo, love what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Our time is coming. It's 2019. We're about to get this, okay? Hey. There will be turnarounds instead of the continued letdown. Have a good night and be blessed. Thank you, man.
Thank you, James. Have a good night, fam. Yeah, I'll tell you. And Freddie, we think about you. Razor stopped driving that car. Freddie, just because of your suggestion. So what's up, fam? Hank Mooney says, I'm going to Tampa when my Niners come to town. Niners going to blow them out, but still, well. And that Tampa Bay thing, whoever we play after the break every year, whenever we take a bye week, whoever we play next, I don't care who it is, they're going to kick our ass. That's just the fact of life. I hate that. So the 49ers go into whatever week it is we have the break. We can haven't lost the games yet. I'll be so grateful because we're losing that game after the break. You can bet on it now, whoever it is. What the hell's wrong with? Don't take a break then. Ronbo owes me money. Was watching a few games broken down with Jimmy and Nick Mullins. He says, damn, you weren't kidding. Shanahan's system is amazing. Oh, yeah. This is why you see guys running around open all the time. People don't understand. If Shanahan gets all his people, the guys he knows fit his puzzle of doom for any defense, is what I'm saying. All these weapons people would like to go out and get. They keep forgetting we didn't have our weapons from this year. Oh, yeah. Dominic Wilkins says, what's up? Dominic! Donald Johnson, he says, Ronbo album being sold tonight. Money will be donated to replace Sal. Hey, speaking of offenses, did you see? I think that's what Shanahan said. They run that zone. Indy runs that offensive line. I mean, there's no bodies running around unoccupied. And Quentin Nelson just manhandles people. Our guy has that ability too from Notre Dame. We need some more Notre Dame people. But I'm telling you, man, I watched and that what's his name, Mac. Remember Mac? Mac is running through that maze. And you know who can outrun Mac, don't you? You know what I'm talking about, Matty B. Oh, I can't wait till next year. Because our offensive line is going to probably look a lot like that. Okay, now McDonald's and some fries. Okay, now last night you were talking about barbecue and giving us a picture of the cuisine, and tonight it's McDonald's? That's his donation will give me. Thanks, Okie. Rich!
What's going on, brother?
Oh, Richie, man, I'm just shucking and jiving here. Because, ain't no pressure on now because we ain't got no game coming up. We ain't got no ugly record behind us. It's just a good time to talk 49ers right now. Richie, I got to tell you the truth. It's shameful, but I'm starting to enjoy the 49ers this last 3 or 4 years. I enjoy them in the offseason more than I do during the season.
It's I still remember the days growing up, always seeing them in the playoffs, man. Always seeing them in the playoffs, and if they didn't make the playoffs, which was rarely, you'd be disappointed and stuff. Yeah. It'd be a sad year and stuff.
I know, because we grown to expect that back in the day. Now, If we get the top, we're looking for the top draft pick every year now. We gotta lose this game so we can get the number 1 pick. Oh, hell no! What are we doing talking like this? Oh.
I remember one year. I think it was 91, if I'm not mistaken. That was the year that we went 10-6, didn't make the playoffs. That was the year that Atlanta beat us twice, and I think Andre Rison caught 2 Hail Marys on us to beat us and stuff. I remember that year. That I was so disappointed and upset that year.
See that? Those are the things that they you know what, everybody has to go through it. You know, I don't want that to be the storyline. Like Cleveland, they're just now rising up from the dirt, and they look like they got a future.
Gotta watch out. Yeah, that's a team. That's a team. Them and the Colts are 2 teams. I think their futures are bright.
Yes.
Their futures. Look at the Colts, Ronbo. Look, they got
that.
Yeah, that Chris Ballard, man, he has done wonders for that line in 1 year, Ronbo. I mean, this team going to have over $100 million in cap room. I don't know how many draft picks, but I'm sure it's going to be quite a bit. That's a team that's set up for to be that team in the AFC and dethrone the Patriots. Cleveland could be that team, but I don't know about the organization. We have to wait and see on them and see if they can be consistent. I think the coach going to be a consistent, competitive to great team every year.
I agree. I think they're going to beat the Chiefs this week. If anybody want to make some money, because the odds are probably on the Chiefs, watch the Colts spank them. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think they spank them, but I think it's going to be a close game because it's at Arrowhead. But if anything, this is the matchup that I think Andy Reid is probably like, man, because Andy Reid he's on the spotlight. He's under pressure because he's under pressure, man. Because Kansas City can't seem to get the last time he won a playoff game was our boy.
It's been a long time.
When our boy was there, 93, Ronbo.
Yeah, Montana. That's right. They keep making a big deal of that. I thought they'd been in there since then, at least once or twice. That is forever ago.
That was last time I believe they won a playoff game at home. I think at home. I think it's at home, though, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? I don't think it's an actual playoff game. I could be wrong, but I think it's at home. But see, that goes to show you how Montana Magic is. Everybody talk about Brady. Montana was a winner from the gate. He won in college. He won in the NFL. Brady didn't win shit in college.
Yeah. So
yeah, but getting back to our boys stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. All I know is that my thing is I want to go veteran guys in free agency as far as pass rushers. That's the way I want to do it. I think we've been building with so many young guys for the past 2 years, and we're probably going to add some more this year. Don't know how many picks we'll have, depending on if they trade up, banter back, or whatever. You feel me? We got 5 now. I think we got a compensatory pick, which is going to be 6. By the time, I think we'll probably have around. I'm gonna guess we'll probably be picking between that range, and then seven new guys on the team in the draft, and then also you add in the undrafted guys coming in that they're probably gonna look at.
And
so you're looking at a total of
one of them's gonna be good. Yeah.
Exactly. You're looking at a total of maybe I'm gonna say around maybe 15, 16, 17 guys coming in. You know what I'm saying? Young guys, because you're gonna let guys go. You're gonna cut guys. You're gonna that's gonna happen regardless. So I think we should go veteran in the free agency draft as far as pass rushers. I mean, even if you get one, you need to get one. I would rather have 2 because I want to go somewhere else with it, because I understand everybody too much. I like Josh Allen. I love his pedigree. I love how he is. You know, I'm a Quentin Williams man. I know somebody was talking smack on the chat.
Yeah, Quentin's a little quiet tonight, they say.
Yeah, well, they all quiet. They all quiet, Ron. But Ferrell's not having a great game neither. All the top guys in this game ain't having a great game. Deontay Thompson, who is the top safety for Alabama in this draft, he had a mishap earlier. He let a big play go down the field. So a lot of these top guys, they're not having big, because these two teams are evenly matched basically. You know what I'm saying? I know Clemson is up by 15, but they basically evenly matched. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna see guys truly dominate this kind of game.
But I look going to close that gap in the second half anyway, and you know this. It's almost as if it's
you figure it's going to happen. You figure something to come, because you know how Nick Saban is. He's one of the best adjusting coaches in the college period. So, but like I said, but I'm not going to let 12 games or how many games, 13, 14 games of tape, sit up there and determine if Quentin Williams is a NFL talent. You feel me? I don't do that.
Yeah,
And anybody that does that don't got no football acumen and got no football smarts. Period.
No, wait,
okay?
Richie,
Because I'm tired of hearing it. Either you don't like him, you ain't feeling him for us, that's fine. But don't tell me he can't play because you see him in one game and stuff like that. You can say that about many of these guys that's going to be top guys in this game and stuff. There's a ton of guys on this team that on both teams probably going to be first and second round, the third round guys. And you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I don't want to hear that mess.
I agree.
But getting back to what I was saying and stuff, next year for Shanahan, this is third year. It's definitely a pivotal year for both him and Lynch. It's time to be aggressive. And he the one that brought Saleh back. So if Saleh doesn't progress his team to another level, I'm talking about they better be up there in the top at least 12, at least somewhere in that range. I know James was talking about top 5 and stuff. At least top 12, 10. I want him to be there. Because if he doesn't get there and he's in the 18 range, the 15 range, the 20 range, then I'm not jumping on him no more. Saleh, I'm jumping on Shanahan after that.
He's ready to just take that blame for it. Rich, it's going to be better next year, I'm telling you. Continuity, everything that it takes. 3 years with Shanahan, the team's going to be good. I would just, no matter what, they're going to be a better football team.
Well, I said this from the beginning. I said this before we started this rebuild, when people thought we was going to be done in 2 years. I say rebuilds, if you do it right, are mainly 3 to 4 years they take. I said that because I watched the Niners. Ronbo, you old enough to know you watched Niners with Bill Walsh. With Jimmy Johnson, it takes up to 3 to 4 years if you build it right. So that's all I got to say, Ronbo.
All right, Richie, good timing, too, because we got to go. But, Richie, good stuff as usual, man. I tell you what, I'll be looking for you Friday. All right?
Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo, I'll holler at you, brother.
All right, fam. Talk to you later. And Okie Lighter says, Wiz Khalifa talking, we got AB with 2 seconds. Is Wiz Khalifa a 49er fan? I didn't even know. Oh, man. Let's see. Where we at here? Oh, hey, Michael Desai, what's happening, fam? Let's see. How do I pronounce that? What do you put this? Loves, Lovely Vion. Sweet pineapple. Is that some of these creative names I've always loved it. What's up? From Yuma, Arizona. And where we at here? Oh yeah. Anyway, oh yeah. Monroe.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Talked to Monroe in a long time. Monroe, what's up, man?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Man, Monroe, just sit back here digesting the season and looking forward to next year. And just like Richie just pointed out, we're in the third year of a rebuild, so you know somebody going to get hurt next year. I'm looking so forward to it. And it ain't going to be us next year. Oh, no. We ready. We went through all the lumps we need. We ready.
Yeah. I'm just hoping something happens. Something next year.
Better than what we have been having. It's been rough, though. You know, we had to go through this 3 years of just terrible. We don't deserve this.
Well, I think they found the problem to the solution of the 2 years is that training coach.
You know, that training coach only been with us for 2 years. We was having troubles before he got here. See, they just use.
He just ain't getting the right trainers. I don't know.
I guess not, because I don't know who they're going to get this time. They ought to bring in The Rock.
I don't mean to sound funny, Robbo. Why Sherman can't be a player coach, man, for the secondary, man?
That's not a bad idea. You know what? Because I guess he needs to focus on working on his own technique. But you know, he is kind of a player coach. It's just not titled as such. He's out there telling guys what to do all the time. I mean, Sherman's on the sidelines talking more than Hafley was. Hafley got fired. Mm-hmm. He says he went and got another job, but Hafley got fired. So Sherman is still instructing. But, you know, some of those guys, man, they take a little while for them to get it.
To me, I think we should go draft, either draft or find two two good free agent corners or two of them, and move Sherman in the backfield. Like, I'm always gonna stick with that.
I don't know.
think he should go to safety.
You want Sherman to say? I don't really want Sherman safety because
Yeah,
I don't know if he's built to be a
I've been wanting to
safety.
talk to you that because Sherman, he's so good at because it's that thing don't throw the Sherman side that kind of hurting our defense. I was watching
Only
that hurt our
because
defense.
Only because they throw to the other side and the other side ain't ready. What if you put Jalen Ramsey over there? Or I got a feeling that Kello, if he wins out that job next year on the other side, I don't think they're going to be able to use him like they were before. I think he's starting to get it.
So that's a good scenario. If you put Jamie Ramsey, Kello Witherspoon, move Richard Sherman at safety, and put somebody else on next to him.
Sherman wants to play safety. So maybe.
But
John Lynch wants to pump the brake on that, though.
Because that's going to keep him fresh. He ain't got to keep guarding the receiver. He could just cover field. That's all he got to do. And he's smart enough. And he can get more interceptions playing safety than he can do right now at corner.
He can ball hawk.
That's what I'm saying. He's better suited.
You don't want Earl back there?
Well, put Sherman and Earl back there.
Sherman and Earl? We can put dual safeties?
Yeah.
Earl Thomas, I don't know. The reason why Richard wants Earl Thomas is because that's been his main man throughout his career with the Hawks, and he knows if he fails, Earl's going to definitely have his back. That's one of the reasons why he wants him back there.
Think about it. In history, all the great corners moved to safety. Charles Woodson was one of the best corners in the NFL, and towards the end of his career, he had to move to safety. He was a lockdown corner just like Sherman, but after a while, he kept getting hurt. He felt he was getting burnt. All right, let's move him to safety. He started getting interceptions again and started making good plays again. I think Sherman should go to safety. He'll stay fresher, and we don't have to worry about injuries because he don't have to keep backpedaling and doing all that stuff and making the harder cuts. All he got to do is just cover the field and come up and tackle or come up and pick the ball off with it. You know what I'm saying? He'll stay fresh like that.
He might.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to keep running lateral. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flipping hips and carrying on. That's just something to think about.
You know, and he's already said that's what he wants to do anyway. In a couple of years, and Sherman will get a tryout. If he stays with the 49ers 2 years from now, because I don't think John Lynch is going to let him work out for that position before then, a couple of years you might see that. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And as far as the draft, man, we got to go get pass rush. I like the boy from Alabama, but we just drafted too many D tackles over the year to the point I'm just tired of it.
But we haven't got it right, Monroe. We still have issues. You know?
But
Solomon Thomas.
It's like, see, y'all keep talking about Solomon Thomas. Solomon Thomas is not a true pass rush. He's not a true DM. You got to put him inside with 90. You got to put him inside with Buckner.
But that's why
put him in the middle with Buckner.
Yes,
and get your
but that's why you got to go back to that decent defensive line well one more time.
Mm-hmm. You move,
maybe not though.
You move Solomon T with Buckner, and then you add the dude from Kentucky.
Not enough violence.
Or
not enough violence. You know what? Contavious Street.
But he's a straight bull. But
Contavious Street's
he
coming in.
He got power, but he don't have speed though to go around that corner. He had Solomon Thomas can drill you and bull rush you and get in. He's a true solidified D tackle. He's not a DE. He's a real true DT, and that's the part I keep telling all season. That's why he's struggling, because he's not a defensive end. But when they put him at D tackle, that's when you start seeing him making plays.
Well, Monroe, we got to go. But you make some good points, good arguing points. We started. Come on back Friday. Let's just finish this conversation up a little further.
Okay.
All right, fam. Good to hear from you again, too, Monroe.
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Good to hear from you. Niners going to the playoffs.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And Toya Scott, hey. This is, oh yeah, doing fine. Jeff Tan, we need to get Vance Joseph for defensive back coach. He was the head coach of the Denver Broncos. I know. Yeah, Vance is looking for work. So, you know. Also, you HBK.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey.
It's the icon,
yeah.
the showstopper, the main event. Mr. San Francisco is back. What up, babe?
I was going to do that part, but you already beat me to it. HBK. Yeah, we're sitting here tonight, and here's the truth is being told tonight, but maybe not. HBK, you know what I'm thinking? As I keep getting glimpses of that game between Bama and Clemson, I get the feeling players are taking it easy tonight. You know how many players have lost and ruined their careers because in these championship games, it's turned into a thing where you got to play carefully. But I do think Bama's going to come back on Clemson in the second half. I don't know.
I mean, it's like, well, I was going to say, it's like, you know, their stadium looks pretty. I mean, it's like, you know, for a national championship game.
Yeah.
Even though we're not playing it, I mean, it's like my advice to whoever's in our locker room, they better not fuck it up because if there's a scratch in my locker, it's like if there's a scratch in my locker, there can be a scratch in somebody's ass. And so, you know, whenever we come in, and also, if anybody from Alabama and Clemson go through our shit, we're going to beat them in the ass. So.
I think they had to bring their own set of lockers in and set it up on the interior.
But yeah, man, it's like, I heard that it's like, you know, you're on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or you're on Instagram. It's like, I think I posted some pictures the other day of me with the Super Bowl trophy with Dante Johnson. Did you ever see him?
Yeah. You know, I meant to tell you about that too. You know, because you told us you and Dante was cousins, and I you know, I remember you saying it, and I remember you repeated it again after some. There was, yeah, boy, you and Dante, boy. Dante's how tall?
Dante is about like 6'2",
6'2", right? 6'2", 6'3".
And it's like, no, I saw him when they came to Carolina to play, you know, the Panthers about a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how they're getting that picture with Phil, Gerald Hodges, Bradley Pinion. Yeah, I mean, it's like Sean Jones. Yeah, I met them all, bro.
There you go. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's like, you know, getting back to the media situation and stuff, right? OBJ, I wouldn't mind having OBJ. I know my other brother, Niners brothers, sisters may feel differently, and that's cool, you know, to have the right to disagree. And I mean, but at the same time, you know, we need a few, you know, maybe one more weapon or two. And I was listening to somebody on either Total Access or NFL Game Day Morning Weekend or somebody. It was like saying, okay, Antonio Brown 30, OBJ 26. And personally, I'd rather go for OBJ. I mean now for some reason it worked out and we got Antonio Brown. I wouldn't be complaining about it. This is what we set him down and we look at him in his eyes like, look, we ain't going for no more of that bullshit that you put in Pittsburgh. If you got one time only to fuck up and you out. I mean that's I mean, never mind play 2 or 3, you out.
HBK though,
you out.
What kind of negotiation is this though? You done made the man mad already. He's gonna get up and leave. Him and his agent.
Hey, yo, I mean it's like okay.
At least you told the truth though.
It's like why am I gonna bring somebody in to fuck up what we're trying to build and just be like, you know, a one man show and be selfish, you know, and thinking that everything's supposed to revolve around him as far as offense goes.
See, you're not gonna get a leopard. You're not gonna get a tiger to change the stripes. So HBK, that's why there's probably no real reason to bring him in. I would like to know that he'd come in and humble up a little bit, let the ball be spread around, support his teammates and that type of thing. I got the feeling AB is about AB. There's a lot of good football players like that. I got no problem with it. I don't know that I want it on my young team, though. He get, you know, getting ahead of some wrong guys.
I mean, it's like no, because you want, say like somebody like a deep receiver souping up, their heads and stuff. When we're always trying to get them to play the right way, the matter way, and this right here would really derail Lynch and Shanahan's plan because this will not be a team guy. But in your opinion, what would you be willing to give up for OBJ? And I know the consensus on the street, word on the street saying, okay, like a 1 and a 3. But if you really think about it, okay, we're picking number 2 in the draft overall. And we're picking, probably got the second pick in the second round behind the first pick. So really, that's kind of like a high 1 if you really think about it.
True, but I ain't good. You know what? But remember, HBK, he's 30 years old. He'll be 31 when the season starts, from what I understand.
No, it's like, no, I'm talking about OBJ. I ain't talking about Brown.
Oh, OBJ. Okay, you're not talking about AB. Okay. OBJ, yeah, I give up a second-round pick for him.
Okay, it's like, would you agree that that'd be like a kind of like a high first-round pick? Even though
we give up a first and second? Is that what you're saying?
No. Now, said in the second round, we had the second pick behind the first. We picked behind number 1 in the second round. Right?
That's 34.
So that's essentially like what, like a high first round pick almost, if you think about it.
Yeah. Actually, it's still. It might as well still be in the first round. It's 2 players away from the first round. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, would you be willing to part with the second, maybe a third? To get OBJ, and then it's like, say, get this, okay, we do that, and we can still will and deal with the rest of the teams in the league and get some of those picks back. But we already got mad picks already.
You know what? We got to go HBK, but you know what? You give me an idea, though, because now if you do trade that first pick, number 2, you're going to have extra picks anyway. So you might be able to afford that, actually. So, yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so you going to be on Friday?
Yeah, I'll be back Friday. Yeah.
All right. I'll see you back Friday, Ronbo.
All right. Appreciate you, HBK. I'll be looking for you, too. All right.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Later.
And in Okie Niners, half of our wide receiver core will be gone this year. I'm not sure about ON. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because that's a lot of guys. And it's Sean. My man Sean.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sean, we got rid of Hafley. It's funny because we're going to see these names multiply. The 49ers are going to go quietly so Zabidi doesn't start yelling, 49ers are cleaning house for the coaching staff. They got rid of 14 guys. They're going to get them one at a time. It's going to be like Al Pacino in The Godfather when he was talking to his brother. Mo's gone. This guy's gone. He's gone. Now I'm just, just tell me the truth. That's all I ask. Don't lie to me.
Right.
You set Sonny up, didn't you?
Right.
That's it, boy. 49ers are cleaning the house. I can see it, Kevin. There's going to be one guy after another going to be leaving. They're going to leave quietly. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle, what are you thinking tonight, man? We got Hafley gone. Robbie Gould, the media's just making that. I think the media's making news about that only because Robbie was at the stadium watching the game. And like you say, it's a wonderful place to be this holiday season time. And also, Robbie doesn't want to move. He says for normalcy, he wants his kids to be able to set up shop in Chicago and stay there and make friends and do those things normal kids do. But the 49ers dragging their feet on that because the Bears are going to pick him up in a heartbeat if he's available. So.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Yesterday. But, I don't really, honestly, I really don't see too much of a concern with it. I think Robbie Gould's smart enough to know that what's in the building. And, Chicago pretty much gave up on him. You know what I mean? He was with them for. I'm not going to say it was
true.
You know, he was with them for a long time, and he pretty much cut him loose when he kind of struggled because you guys can't remember. That's when he missed that field goal. Okay, when Blaine Gabbert, when he took one to the house,
the only reason they won.
Smith in overtime.
Yep.
You know, yeah, and so I was at that game, and so a lot of talk during that time was that Robbie Gould was at the tail end of his career, and they went on and moved on from him. But I think Robbie Gould's smart enough to know that we're a lot closer than things appear. He gonna fuck around and say, okay, I'll go back to Chicago because he thinks that they're close. I can tell you guys right now, Chicago ain't gonna win shit for a long time. The Bears are still a bit, their defense is relentless and all that.
But
shit,
Trubisky is questionable. Yeah.
Man, Trubisky, man. I mean, look, I like Trubisky. He's but I don't like him that much. You know what I mean? It's not like
he's like our guy. The cap replaced. They just broke his leg. He's a version of what is his name? What's our quarterback's name? The cap replaced.
Alex Smith.
Yeah, he's like another version of Alex Smith. You're not going to get anything. You may get something spectacular from him in another 4 or 5 years, but right now he's going to be Mitchell Trubisky. This is the best I can give you. When you see the coach whispering in his ear and talking to him like he's a child and making sure that he doesn't have any identity issues or believe in yourself, you're okay. Yeah, but Coach, I don't think that I'm helping the team. And this team's all ran by the defense. You can tell he's not cocky. He's not real confident. You can't have that kind of mindset if you're a quarterback. You need to be an asshole.
Right. Well, right. And the whole, when he was playing at North Carolina, he had like a 1 year of starting underneath his belt, and then he gets, he decides he wants to go for the draft, and now he's starting with the Bears, and so they're ways away, man. I mean, really, they're fucking ways away, and as far as Trubisky goes, but I honestly, as far as competitive as Chicago is, as far as their defense and everything like that, I really don't see him. I really don't see them doing nothing for a while, man. I mean, yes, it's a hard-fought team, but Chicago Bears is still the fucking Chicago Bears, man, and that's just who they are. I mean, let's just keep it real, Look, how much did they give Khalil Mack? Didn't they do something stupid like $150 million or $100 million, $130 million?
He gets paid.
Stupid shit like that.
Somewhere like that. He gets paid as much as a quarterback for sure.
Right, and where the fuck was he at yesterday? You know what I mean?
He got jobbed.
Go ahead.
No, I just laughing because you mentioned him.
They paid,
Peters, is that his name?
They brought him in. I'm sorry?
Peters, who's that offensive lineman that just handled Khalil all day long?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you his name, but I know who you're talking about. I don't follow the Eagles like that, but I know exactly who you're talking about. So they paid Khalil Mack all this money to actually take them to the next level, and he did that. Okay, He did that. He took him. Now he made him where people were like, "Well, damn, the Chicago Bears is for real." But I got to tell you, when you got a guy like that that's supposed to be a record the way he is, and I love Khalil Mack, and I'm not hating because I wish we had him. To be honest with you, but I mean, when you pay a guy like that in moments like that, he's supposed to be the game changer. Does it make sense? And he wasn't that, man. So look, the Bears. I think Robbie Gould's smart enough to know that just stay put, just be patient. We took you in when a team that you were with for fucking 12, 13, 14 years, whatever it is, decided that you were at the tail end of your career. Don't go back to that. He's smart enough for that.
Yeah,
he's smart. Robbie Gould's a smart guy, and he knows how close we really are. We're a lot closer than what it appeers on paper as far as the record goes. But we're a lot closer. And honestly, once we get everything back in order, we got a healthy first-string running back. We got a healthy Matt Breida. We got a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo. We do some things on the defense. And speaking of defense, I don't mean to change subjects on you, but whoever was talking about Quentin Williams is getting ate up. Hey, let me tell you something here, bro. He's made some nice tackles for losses off the block. You know what I'm saying?
You knew he would. He just started off a little easy. Yeah. Second round. I knew the second half.
Dude,
Watch Bama come back in that game anyway. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrecking the game by any means. But if you just look at his body of work, the way he's tackling off the blocks, he's gonna be okay, man. We need that shit. And a lot of guys, like I've seen, like Saleh, he's getting blocked, and it's almost like he doesn't know what to do or where to go. It's almost like he shuts down. Williams is getting blocked, but he's still trying to play the tackle, and he's making a tackle for loss.
There you go.
And I thought that was impressive.
Sean, it was Jason Peters. That's who owned Mac yesterday.
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Yes.
But Sean, we got to go. I'll tell you what, I'll be back here Friday looking for some more stuff from you. Huh?
Yeah, man. Hey. Well, if you get a chance, if you got the game recording, man, go back and just watch some of the guys' body of work, man. Don't look at the whole scheme of things. Just look at the individual body of work. You'll see some nice things out there.
I know, because I always know when people spotlight a player that's good, that means they don't want him drafted. I've already learned that down through the years. Right. They got somebody else to look at that. As I understand, Cleveland Farrell got ate up on a couple of plays by somebody else. As I get the blow by blow on the chat here, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. Hey, Sean, the little lady must be growing up now, and she listens to Daddy, and Daddy says, "Listen, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna talk on the phone a little bit. You'll be okay?" And she says, "Okay," and you're on your way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, pretty much. You give her a coloring book and some crayons or some markers, and she's good to go, man.
There you go. Right.
It's not like it was 3 years ago when I talked to you, where she would fuss. Now she was just hanging back. She's grown up a little bit.
There you go. Yeah. And little girls grow up faster than little boys anyway. So you can talk to them earlier. So
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
man.
Sean, see you Friday if you get some time. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. All right.
Later. Yeah. That's why I say when you hear somebody say something about certain player, I'm laughing at the chat because everybody's picked out everybody on both teams and said they're having somebody does not like Cleveland Farrell. He got smoked twice from what I read earlier. And Quentin was reported as being tired tonight already. Jeff 10 says, Yamin came on to Steve. Oh, he made it tonight. He came on the Stephen A. Smith show this morning and got hung up on. Oh my God. I got to thank you, Jeff, for letting me know. Boy, I can't wait to talk to Yamin about that. And Danny Brazil says Eagle fans put money on the Bears kicker boots through some kind of app. A lot of people are putting up accounts with his name so they can get paid too. And what's the really funny part is, if you can see the replay of that Bears kick, look at the Bears mascot. He's sitting up there. He's got his Bears arms. He got the whole Bears suit on. Got the arms up as the ball's up in the air. All of a sudden, the ball hits the goalpost. He just falls over. That's worth the whole game right there, that mascot. Hey, Okie Niners says half of our wide receiver core will be gone. Oh, we already read that one. You know what, though? I just... Clemson's running away with things now. Jet Channel says... No, we just did that one. That's what I just did. Podcast, Stephen Smith, ESPN Hour 1. Okay, Yamin came on to the Stephen A. Smith show this morning and got hung up on. You need to listen to it. Yeah, that's why I said I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, it's a podcast, Stephen Smith, ESPN Hour 1. All right. Okay. Hey, Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, 49er fan, legend, Ronbo Sports. Ronbo.
Oh, fam. Mark, good to hear from you, man. Are you watching the game?
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Yeah, can you? Okay, I want to. It's funny because.
Hold on 1 second. I'm muted.
No, I'm laughing because people pick it out. Mark?
Yeah. No, I got you. People pick. Hey, Sean beat me to it. I was just about to say that. I don't remember what game they're watching. He ain't tearing it up. Williams, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, man, he got a couple of tackles for loss. I don't know. You can't. Yeah. Shit. What else you supposed to do?
I've already got it figured out. I'm going to go back to watch the game a little later, but here's the thing. I already got it figured out. What it is the player that you want you don't necessarily want the other player that might be. Now Quentin Williams is actually ranked in the top 3 players to be drafted. So, and Cleveland Farrell, I'm not sure where he is now. Cleveland's going up and down. I understand he's a low first-round pick from what they're saying now as far as the mock drafts, but it's too early for that, right? But if you want Nick Bosa, you don't want anybody talking about Quentin Williams, see? But we can't get Nick Bosa because we're not number 1. So that's why everybody's looking past Nick, but there are those who still want Nick, so Quentin Williams is sorry in their eyes. I got this all figured out.
Honestly, I don't want another DT, but a defensive tackle or defensive lineman. But hell, if we got him, I'm not going to be mad like I was when we drafted Solomon. Remember, we didn't want one when we got Solomon.
Yeah.
But
I remember.
We had to deal. I won't be mad if we get him. Because I know we're going to get some production out of this. I can see it. It's clear. It's going to be production.
Yeah, and you put him
I'm on the
Josh
Allen train, though, Ronbo.
Josh Allen? Yeah,
I'm on the Allen.
Everybody's torn between Josh Allen. Quentin just recently entered the conversation, actually. Everybody wasn't talking about him, but everybody's been talking about Josh Allen since week 4 of the NFL season. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, it's going to be interesting to see what the 49ers do.
I think Bosa is more – excuse me, I'm a little sick. Bosa's a little bit more ready to go out the gate. Yeah. But I think Allen's potential is off the chain. Like, it's off the charts. I think once you start coaching him at the NFL level, I think his potential, just athleticism and everything, his potential is off the chart, man.
So you know what you do? You for that reason, you go ahead and see if you can get one of these guys that's already established in the NFL to come off the edge and draft him. Now you can bring him along at a pace where he's not going to be out there freaking out because you expect so much of him. He's going to be mentally carrying too much of a load. I says, I got Von Miller over here, whoever, and I'm going to work you in, and we're going to get you up to speed. We'll just bring you along at a pace that you get comfortable with, and pretty soon you'll take over. Just let you know.
Yeah, I'm with that. Because there's a lot of, I don't know how we got Clowney, Lawrence, and hey, Ronbo, I got a question. What you think about, I don't know how much it's going to take. That's the question. Terrell Suggs. He's a free agent. Just getting that veteran presence, championship.
And Terrell still pedigree. Looks nasty, mean. I'd take him.
Yeah.
You say, the question is, what would you give up for him?
He's got to get signed. I don't think they're going to franchise tag him. Maybe they do, but I don't think. I couldn't see them spending that money to franchise because he's at the tail end of his career. And
you're right. They're not going to franchise tag him.
And the thing is, I know his cousin, and his cousin's I know his cousin. Played basketball with him in the gym. He grew up a 49er fan, not Suggs, but his cousin. Mm-hmm. So it's a possibility. He's in his ear heavy. So it could happen.
And John likes them veterans from back in the day anyway. He might take Suggs. Right. Suggs may be on the team anyway. If Baltimore gives him his release, does he have any time left on the contract? Is he a free agent now?
No, he's a free agent.
Oh.
I haven't heard nobody talk about this, but he is
Edgar Castro believes Suggs is a 3-4 guy.
Okay. But, that dude's an athlete, man. He can do – I play basketball with this dude. He can move at any – I'm telling you, bro. Just to buy a couple of years if we can't get the guy from the draft or which we are able to get, we got number 2. But
that's what I'm saying. If you bring in, like you said, though, like I said, if you bring in Josh Allen, you got Suggs there to teach him how to be a pro. So,
Yeah, and give him that attitude. That's what I'm looking at Suggs for. Is we're still missing, especially in this the defensive line. Other than Buckner, we're missing that old school Justin Smith, Patrick Wood. We're missing that attitude we used to have. Mm-hmm. I still don't see it. I think a guy like Suggs will bring it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Suggs is mean. So, I agree. I need somebody to teach the guys how to be mean and nasty. Like yesterday when the Eagles. What's his name from the Hawks? It just came over there. You see, he's still a very nasty individual. It cost him 15 yards. But the thing is, our guys need to develop a little bit of an attitude. I don't know. Most of our guys are pretty nice, northern part of America players. You know, they all the manners. You know, they had nice table manners. And
he told me in the game, Ronbo. I'm 5'10", and I set a pick on him. He said next, and I set a pick. He said next time I'm not going around. I started laughing. he had a straight face. He had a straight face. I started laughing. I think he planned. He said next time I'm not going around your pick. And that's just kind of dude he is.
So that's what I'm talking about. In basketball, he's out of line. But in football, I like that, I wouldn't have set no more picks either because I do believe he would took you out.
Yeah. So like I said, I've been around that dude a lot. I ain't gonna say he's my best friend, but I know him from the gym and his cousin from the gym in Phoenix. Right. He lives in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man. And
all right.
I've been waiting to get back on the show since the season's been over. Ronbo, real quick, this whole AB and OBJ situation. Listen, I don't like either one of these guys' character, but there's no way if the opportunity presents itself that we can pass on that talent. I just don't see how. I don't like it. I like the talent. I don't like the personalities. But I just don't see how you pass on it.
And I think OBJ he's calmed down since last year a little bit. Yeah. He might be malleable now. You might be able to deal with him. And AB ain't going to change.
Yeah, AB is the one I'm really worried about. I'd rather have OB because OB just needs a fresh start. OBJ needs a fresh start. Get on the team, just trying to not keep the legacy of some quarterback. He wants to do something. I think he comes over. He just needs a fresh start. AB is what I'm worried about. I would take the talent, but that's the one I'm worried about.
All right, Mark. Well, we'll continue, because it's going to be funny because what if Friday you look up and the 49ers, the rumors are getting stronger?
We'll see, man. We got a long way. It's going to go by quick, though.
They can't even talk to people
yet.
All
right, Rob, I just wanted to get on here, man. I appreciate all you do. And,
hey, thanks, Mark.
Man, I appreciate you.
Glad, and it's my pleasure. Good to hear from you, too. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks. See you.
Right. Oh, man. And Daryl Green. I can hear it already. Daryl.
Hello?
Daryl was listening in. Daryl, what's up? Mark
just called what's up, Romo?
Hey, and Mark just called in from in your neighborhood.
Oh, yeah?
You guys are both in AC. But
I ain't called in a minute, though.
Yeah, Mark's been out for a while, too. It's that time of year we can all got time to get back in here and laugh about the 49ers, Lee's better mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we are eating right now, and my wife's still talking shit about her team right now.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you this right now, Daryl. I support your wife and her team in this coming week because I do not like the Rams. I don't like the Cowboys, but the Rams have gotten on my last nerve, especially their fans. The Rams win a couple of seasons back-to-back. Now they think they're the fans think they're the greatest team of all time. I'm sick of it. Now, last year they got excused early. Now, if the Cowboys beat that ass next week, I'll be satisfied. I don't want the Cowboys to go to no third round, but if they win next week, I'll be okay with that.
Because you're a hater. Because you're a hater. It's all good. But you're a hater. You're a hater.
I can't even plead to. You know what? She's right. I really do not like the Cowboys or the Rams. I'm glad the Cowboys did take out the Seahawks. It wouldn't have mattered. Either team would have been fine leaving. But since the Cowboys look tough enough to beat the Rams, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I still don't like them. I don't like none of them. I don't care who wins. I just need to, like you said, make a tie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And both of them go home.
Oh, yeah.
God, that'd be awesome. If they ever set it up like that, I'll be so delighted. If you tie at the end of the regulation period, you're both eliminated. Oh
yeah.
God, that'd be great.
I see Jimmy G ain't too hurt.
Yeah, out there boogieing. Hey, you see him in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hanging out with Sherm and Nelly.
Oh, yeah. So who you want to draft as free agent?
You know, I was starting to lean toward Quentin Williams, and I think I might still be because I'm looking at what he would bring to a lineup that needs one more defensive fiend. Solomon Thomas is trying to develop. I don't know if he's going to make it, but if you put Quentin Williams next to DeForest Buckner, you may have finally did it.
Yeah, also, like you were saying, yeah, we should just get some. Like the other callers call, get some vets, like pass rush, some
Suggs and guys like that.
Some good ones on there, yeah.
See, my problem
who's
is
that? Who's that? They found some new guy. I think a DT or something like. They signed him.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? The 49ers?
Ravens.
Oh, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Did the Ravens pick up another player? I don't know.
We found somebody,
Oh, the guy that we had last week. He's pretty much going to be camp fodder, though.
Yeah, just a tryout.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just push everybody.
He's got one of those futures contracts. That's Capron Lewis Moore. So yeah, don't take. We still have Contavious Street to take a look at.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, and also you've got
him next year.
You've got Joshua Allen. The 49ers are probably not going to. They're probably talking it over really hard. Should we look at Williams, or should we get Smith or Allen?
This year
they got to be battling with that.
Yeah. So this year we play the Redskins. You think Ruben playing?
Well, Ruben is probably playing because it looks like he's. Those Chargers have been beat. I don't know when we're going to play him on the schedule. That's the only thing we don't know when we play the Redskins. Otherwise, will Ruben be there or not? Boy, talk about getting booed. If we play at Levi Stadium,
my son, he's a 49er fan. Let's say what's up. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
That's my other son. I got two sons go for the Niners.
Oh, they're both Niner fans. Okay, so I said, and Mom's the only Cowboy fan in the house.
Yeah, man, that's yeah, she in there talking about go Cowboys. Talking about go Cow. Who you say? All right, well, I'm gonna get off. Let you get to the other callers.
All right, fam. Is she still hollering?
Special holler.
Yeah, I got to now just to keep drown off the wifey.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to.
Niner! Is she listening? Oh, she's trying to keep up.
All right,
Niner!
All right, you take care. I'll be calling you a little more.
She can't beat me doing that.
I'll be calling you a little more.
All right.
Back on Friday.
I'll be back on Friday.
All right, you take care.
You
all
too.
Right,
have a good night. And Okie Niner also has this to say, one of these days I'll call in. All right. And we'll be looking for that too, man. Appreciate you. Man. I've seen some hilarious stuff up here in the chat already, but you guys are killing me, man. Donnie Montana said, what's up? And the Empire, bang, bang, Niner gang, all day and tomorrow, too. Oh, Jock! Come on in, Jock.
What's up, Blair?
Jock, it's Monday night.
What's going on?
If you feel like calling anybody out, let me holler at you. I'm concerned about them waiting too long to sign Robbie Gould, although there's probably no worry about signing him. Also, Jeff Hafley, who I'd love to holler at for having been here for 2 years. We shouldn't have had Jeff Hafley's that secondary coach, and we haven't had a good secondary since he arrived. Jeff Hafley came over with Chip Kelly, and we've been getting smoked every year.
First of all, Ronbo, I gotta tell you, man, that game that we're playing over there at our stadium right now, that Clemson is putting that hurting Bama.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, let me tell you, this is a great thing because first of all, we are getting college championship playing at our house, and then we're about to bring our own Super Bowl to the crib also next year. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that's sweet.
You know, I know. And you know what?
That's sweet.
And Jock,
how
you'll
sweet
enjoy
that
this.
is, baby.
Oh, it's real
how sweet that is.
And Jock, you'll enjoy this fact too. Kyle Shanahan, along with John Gruden, they're gonna get a chance to look at the Senior Bowl. They're gonna look up close and real detailed observations of the players coming out of the draft this year, so they'll know exactly who to pick up.
You know them two, they're over there watching the damn game.
Oh God,
they're at the stadium.
Okay. And you're going to be playing games while they're coaching up the kids for the Senior Bowl too. They'll be saying things like, "Yeah, he's a good ball player, but I don't know that he'd be NFL material." Knowing all the while when they're talking to each other like that, they plan on drafting him.
Oh yeah.
Time to play some games.
Let me tell you, between me and you, Ronbo, let me tell you, they probably already have their draft set up already. You know what I'm saying?
The 49ers?
They already have their players set up already.
Could be.
Because let me tell you, when those guys, you know what I'm saying, when they go during the season, you know what I'm saying, and the scout, you know, so they already know what kind of player Shanahan wants. You know, so
true.
All Shanahan got to do is go and review the tape and then say, okay, you know what? It's a done deal. It's a wrap right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Jock, I just hope they got some new people in the scouting department other than Trent Baalke's old troops. Because, man, I tell you, man, I found out about that earlier, that they didn't get rid of Trent Baalke's guys because they didn't have enough time to go out and get their own people. So, you know, last year was Trent's
really?
guy.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
You know what,
yeah, that ain't good.
It's worrisome, ain't it? But you know what? They may have been sending Trent all kinds, because that's what a scout does. He sends you options. This guy is this good. This guy's his strength is this. This guy's this good at this. This guy. It may not have anything to do with it. I'm just thinking because Trent looked at what he had and he picked the wrong guys. You know, because Trent's evaluation skills are questionable.
Yeah. So now, Ronbo, those two guys that we got rid of, who do you see that's out there? You know, we could go ahead and replace them with.
You talk about the defensive. You talk about Jeff Hafley.
Yeah, we got Jeff Hafley, and then the very first guy,
Ray Wright, the strength and conditioning coach. You know, it's worrying me that we're not hearing any names. I thought that Ray Wright his successor would already been publicly announced. They haven't said anything. You can't just fire somebody and not have anybody in mind, I don't think. Because then you're going to end up having to hurry up and find somebody, and then that's when you get a bad news dude, because you had to hurry up and hire him. As far as Jeff Hafley, Jock, you and I can go in there and run that secondary better than Jeff Hafley. I really believe that. Jeff Hafley, I don't know what the hell they were doing, but it was nowhere near right. When you see guys pointing at each other in the secondary as the opposing team's wide receivers running into the end zone, good Lord. If I'm John Lynch, I call Saleh in, I call Jeff in, hell, I call everybody. Look, guys, we're an NFL franchise. You guys are supposed to be professional. Why are the kids down there pointing at each other, looking confused as the other team's running into the end zone? I don't understand. And I have to get some really solid answers, or somebody's in deep trouble. Ooh, that would really piss me
But you know
off.
what? Since there's some more team playing, so they probably waiting until whoever gonna win the Super Bowl, and then go after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain, you know what I'm saying? DB. You know, But at the same token, I think there's still some more cleaning in the house that's gonna be done.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like special team coordinator. You know, I think what I'm saying. He might be gone too.
Were we?
You know.
Were we bad in special? We were so with special teams. Jock, you know what's really interesting? We started the year off with a pretty good special teams. It's funny how much Raheem Mostert means to special teams. Remember last year we had a good special teams, and then toward the end of the year, after Mostert got hurt, the special teams became average?
Exactly.
He's going to fool around and realize that and ask for more money. if he's smart.
But let me tell you, when we had Jim Harbaugh, oh my God, special team. You know,
Tony
we had it locked down.
They had a lot of guys. They got a lot of super
God.
athletes now. That's why I don't understand why that special teams isn't excellent now. But anyway.
You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. I know knowing Shanahan, he might go college. You know what I'm saying, to replace that dude that, you know what I'm saying, that got rid of. That he got rid of.
He might.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Those guys are always sought after, but they're comfortable where they are, so they don't usually move. But Jock, we got to go. John, let me see you Friday, fam. I'll be right back then, okay?
No doubt, Ronbo. You know I'll be in, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, baby. Hey, have a good night, bro.
You too, Jock. Looking forward to hearing from you later.
All right,
fam. Oh, man. And okay. Is it getting crazy on? Oh, man, I can't. 37 points. Boy, DeMille, I know you watch this. DeMille lives Bama. I believe he has a deal with the students driving by his house making noise all the time. DeMille does not like Bama, living right there next to the campus. He must be in seventh heaven right now as Bama's getting not only beat, but beat up. Hey, Tony!
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, man, I'm just sitting back here. Are you watching the game?
No, but I'm pretty sure Clemson just whoops some ass.
Well, they already are. I mean,
it's
getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten really bad. I mean, they've doubled the score on them, and they're heading for 40 points. So, yeah.
44, it's crazy.
Well, they're at 37 right now. It's 37-16, and Bama has no offense. Hey, is that kid Tua? Isn't he the Bama quarterback?
Tua?
Yeah.
Wait, ask that again. Sorry.
Oh, it's 44. I'm sorry. You're right. 44. No, Tua. Isn't he the Bama quarterback?
Yeah, Bama quarterback.
You know why I'm delighted to hear this? You know, Tua gets on the air. I mean, he gets on television the other day. They were doing an interview with him, and apparently his family grew up as Cowboy fans, and he just says, "Yeah, Niners don't like so much." What? You haven't gotten drafted yet. What if the 49ers were interested?
Why are you making enemies before you're even out of college?
Right?
Makes no sense.
And then you get your brains beat out tonight. So shut up.
It's karma.
God.
Really bad karma.
But anyway,
so
Tony,
I wanted to
go ahead.
I wanted to talk about Jeff Hafley, and I'm glad he's leaving.
Same here.
Because the only guy that turns his head on the defense is Dick. He's the only one who has good position, good technique. Everyone else is like a deer in headlights every single play. Yep. They don't know where they're supposed to be. When they are where they're supposed to be, they're not even looking at the ball. They're looking at the receiver. And they don't even look at his hands or anything, see where he's going with it. They just run aimlessly. It's bad.
Yeah,
and even if he didn't leave, we should have fired him. Yeah. I don't care who comes in. You can't be worse than that. You have 2 years to establish technique in your team. I get midseason if it starts to become a problem. You can't fix it midseason, but you have 2 off seasons. Like, what are you doing with your time? It's so frustrating, but at least now we can have a new coach.
I'd bet on you against Hafley. I'd put you in there, and I bet you'd come out with better products than he does. Hafley is awful.
Yeah, probably.
This is Hafley's 3rd year. You know, I said he came over from the Chip Kelly group, and I don't know why the 49ers didn't get rid of him then. He wasn't doing anything great then either. So I don't understand.
There are so many other guys that would love to do this type of job in the NFL, maybe from college or a former coordinator for an NFL team. But we're choosing him? Like, what's wrong with our franchise at this point? Like, I know there's a lot of things we're doing right, but there's still a ton we're doing wrong. And that starts with Jay. You know, he's the owner. I'd say he's dysfunctional. He got lucky with his 2 picks because he wanted McDaniels a whole lot more than Shanahan.
I know, right?
McDaniels was going to come out. Yeah, right? Chip Kelly, Jim Tomsula, screws up Harbaugh, has Balky for 6 years, 7 years. It's like you're gonna get lucky at some point.
Yeah. Well, you know what though, you got to understand, Jed is just a nerd. His dad, I blame his father for appointing Jeff to that position to begin with. He should have hired a qualified GM to begin with. So
I agree.
You can blame Jed, but you can only blame Jed so much. You got to blame his father. What are you doing? Jed doesn't know what he's doing.
John
John
didn't really do much. Yeah.
Or
John York.
Hire a GM.
Yeah,
John York. So yeah,
man.
I mean, I would. You know what? In fact, I would have had the daughter would probably have been better equipped than Jed. At least she has some kind of a sports mentality. God,
Jed is in the locker room way too much too. Like you'll just see random interviews and random videos.
Right.
His only job is to write checks and to make sure the executive part of the franchise is going well. He's not supposed to be in and out of the locker room on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That's not his job. I don't think the players really care if he's there. Like, if you have DeBartolo as the owner still and he's coming in and out, that's respectable because he was the player's owner. But Jed York doesn't care about anything but money. So.
Yeah. And that can be justified by the fact that he went and got Levi Stadium on a deal that is – I'd love to see the details before what he agreed on because that field being a multi-purpose facility is not good, Jed. You could have had him play at Stanford for a while and then build another facility out where Candlestick was, and let's go on back out there. This is not working.
Well, he was all about the money, and our stadium was $1.4 billion, okay? The Mercedes thing in Atlanta, it was $2 billion, and it looks so much nicer. Ours looks like we rebuilt it in 2000. And they look like a state-of-the-art, oh my God, I can't talk, state-of-the-art stadium.
Wait till you see
just
the one
like
in L.A.
3 years later.
Yeah. People are out there frying
LA's
like pieces of bacon.
$3 billion, I think.
Yeah.
Jed just got screwed over. He took it up the ass one too many times, and he just threw in the towel and said, I'm going to have a $300,000 stadium and pay $1.4 billion. Like, that's how stupid he is.
You said he got cheated? Go back and get his change? And the bad thing about it is...
Yeah, probably.
The city of Santa Clara, every year, and it should start any minute now, every offseason, they put Jed on blast and say, the 49ers still owe us X amount of dollars. Oh, Jed, why do they say that every year? What is going on with you and that commerce? That doesn't make any sense. It's
I think Jed needs to step down. He needs to step down for the betterment of the franchise. If Shanahan and Lynch win a Super Bowl, I'm still not convinced that Jed York is a good owner. He got lucky. To be frank
Tony,
with it.
Well, you know what Jed's going to tell you? You don't dismiss owners.
Well, Jed is stupid. He's short. He's rich. He's kind of stupid. I don't want that guy being my owner. I'd rather have a tall, confident, smart guy. I don't want the exact opposite, which is what Jed is.
Tony's got to think about tall guys. Because I told you, aren't you 6'2"?
Yeah.
So Tony doesn't have time for short people.
Well, the thing is, I want someone running my team and running my franchise that can command a room. I don't want some little 5'4" dude who just got the team from his dad. Like, I don't. That's not appealing to me, and I don't think the players really
respect it either.
So anyway,
they look at Jed as Jed. Everybody's used to him now. But anyway, Tony,
I hate him.
I can see that. Tony, let me see you Friday if you get some time and see what else develops between now and then. All right.
All right. One more thing. The Eagles won, like I predicted. I don't think they're going to win this week, but I think it's going to be within a touchdown because Nick Foles against that secondary in New Orleans, I think he's going to tear it up, 300 yards at least.
Could be interesting because Nick is a very, very scary dude. He's out there calmly beating the Bears.
Yep.
Wow.
He got lucky.
He did.
Parkey's kick hit the upright and the crossbar, but they still won. You have to give Nick the credit for that.
Yeah, and I did. Oh, listen, Quest for Six says, tell Tony he can have my Montana name, whipping Jed's ass. I have no idea what's going on with that. Anyway, Tony, I'll see you Friday.
All right, see you then.
All right. And so Rock and Roll says Jed has Uncle Ed on speed dial. But I always wondered, does Jed ever talk to his uncle? Because, I mean, if he did, you would think that there have been some better decisions made down through the years. I don't know. Hey, it's Raymond. Raymond!
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Raymond, man, we are doing little things quietly. They just let Jeff Hafley go. Jeff Hafley made, in order to keep from losing face, he says he has accepted a job at Ohio State. So he'll be leaving San Francisco as if he's going to hurt anybody's feelings. I noticed there was no party or any celebration. Robbie Gould needs to sign before he leaves, one of the best kickers. I'm watching kickers throughout the year that I'm wondering, Jesus Christ, that kick, I believe I could have made that kick, and I don't kick. So we need Robbie Gould. So it's, a few things I'm not happy with. So, but what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll take Robbie Gould. But I'm thinking a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm really thinking, though? I'm thinking y'all talking about the wrong football game. Y'all should have been, but, I got a lot of slack because you got a lot of trolls and a lot of people that like to disagree with people, even though they spit the straight facts. This is Monday Night Raw. I haven't spoke to you in a while, Ronbo. I've been living my life. And being sick that we won that game because now we got the second pick, but we still going to trade that pick. But y'all don't listen to me. Y'all like to hate, even though I told y'all about Jimmy Garoppolo. And guess who else I told you about? The best rookie in the NFL.
Derwin.
Who's the best rookie in the NFL?
Yeah, Derwin's bad. Did you see that play he made?
Who is he?
Did
you see the Chargers play defense with 7 defensive backs? And did you see Derwin James playing linebacker?
And I did. And did you see him grab Lamar? Derwin told everybody before the game started. He said, interview, did you see him? I played against him before. He went and got Lamar. Lamar was on his way to a first down. Derwin jerked him out of bounds about a foot or a yard away from the first down marker. He did a lot of things in that game. He is that good.
But, hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. He played 267 snaps at safety and 345 snaps at outside linebacker. 126 snaps in the slot, playing a slot receiver, and 26 at the middle linebacker. That's what Derwin James played this year. You heard me?
He's amazing.
Did you hear me say that? When I was talking about the draft, right, and I told you who we should have drafted and where he could have played, you had people calling, telling you that I was crazy and we don't need and he can't play linebacker. He played more snaps at outside linebacker than he played at safety. He played in the slot. He's the best linebacker. The best player, the best rookie in the draft. Y'all want to watch a Bears game. Why don't we watch the Chargers game this weekend in your place, in your face, so you can watch my boy Derwin that we should have had on our team. But they got a tackle that nobody even knows is there because our quarterbacks don't get hit.
But you gotta like that tackle though. He's good. He's doing a good job.
Who would you rather have now? Hindsight.
Well,
being though that we gave Ruben away when I'm the one that told you that we supposed to give Ruben due process because that girl was a liar. They just dropped the charges on him again. So we just gave a linebacker away. Yeah.
I'm more tired. I'm still tired of Ruben and that girl. All right, because Ruben does not have the good sense to disconnect with her. That's going to happen again, Raymond. Vegas is probably got odds.
They dropped the charges on him again, though, but he's going to play for the rest.
But I'm just saying, they will have another episode. Promise. They ain't done.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Derwin, the best rookie. We should have got him, and we could have got him. And y'all laughed at me. Y'all crazy. He doesn't play linebacker. He don't know how to play linebacker. He played more snaps at linebacker. Did you watch the Chargers unleash their special defense, their secret defense with 7 defensive backs the whole game?
I saw it.
You didn't know that, though, huh?
No.
That's the way you got to play defense in the NFL today. I've been telling you about that, about the rule changes and stuff. People ain't listening, man. Everybody don't hear me. 49ers need to call me before they make stupid moves, and I mean that because I really love this team, and I've been loving them the whole life, and I'm watching the evolution of football. We need to watch the Chargers play and mimic that because they get it. That's why they got Derwin. Look at them.
And I bet they got a plan.
We could have had him with Fred Warner and Reuben Foster, like I was saying to you.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
You know.
And then I'm going to tell you one more thing, right? Mm-hmm. We need to only evaluate the game Jimmy G played, and Nick Mullen's going to be the backup because and we got our rookies that played, to see where they're going. But Jimmy G coming back, he played like a deer in the headlights. He almost lost a couple games with them crazy throws, so he need to get himself together, And we need to go ahead and see what McKinnon going to do with Breida. We looking up. We were looking like a playoff team last year before week 3. When that tragic injury happened, messed us up. The NFL had us rigged to win. So we're going to be rigged even more to win this year. But we could have had that number 1 pick. Y'all want to win.
But last year they gave us a schedule we could run through if we was healthy. Next year's schedule's back to normal. It's going to be fighting next year. So, I tell you. But you know what? I told people at the beginning of this program.
More than Odell Beckham, too. I think we should I'd rather go get Jalen Ramsey than Odell Beckham because we need defense. And I don't know what Saleh over there doing, why they still got him. But if he going to blitz, he better blitz. He better hear me, man. He got to blitz, put his defense up. Our offense is doing the thing, man.
Yeah, I know.
We don't need to keep going out getting these bad attitude people coming in my locker room thinking they better than a quarterback. I don't want nobody arguing with my quarterback.
I agree. And you know what? Antonio Brown he's such an alpha dog. He would be a problem, wouldn't he? He really would.
I'm going to get Jalen Ramsey. Let him argue with the defense. We need a leader out there on defense.
I would love to see Jalen and Richard Sherman. What kind of conversations would they have? That would be hilarious. I can see Richard over now and Jalen face down. Jalen, I know you know who you is, don't you? Listen, I know you know who I am, too. Next time you see that dude blitz run this way, would you please cover this side of the field so I got to come all the way to my side of the field to take care of your job? I'd love to see it.
Derwin James, and
hey, Rich, who you talking to, man?
Another defensive player. Trade that second pick and go get another defensive player. Stay in the first top 10 though. I'll trade that pick to a team in the top 10 and get another defensive player, like a secondary, a linebacker hybrid type that I'm talking about. That you're gonna see a playoff team implement this Sunday again. That's a secret weapon with Raymond, the 7 defensive back. The Chargers.
Last year, like Derwin James. Who are you looking at this year then?
I ain't even looking at nobody because I'm still pissed.
Mad about Derwin James.
Derwin, we gave away Reuben.
We didn't give away Reuben.
And y'all watching.
Reuben won't behave. We can't keep Reuben. Try to.
Man, I told you the girl was lying, man. She lied the first time. They threw the charges out again.
Reuben, you know what? Away. I know, but Reuben
they didn't give him his due process, man.
Raymond also, Reuben was supposed to be. He was supposed to be doing. Administering to some other things they was asking him to do. Reuben wasn't doing anything. This girl is a problem for Reuben. He lost focus in football. So, I want to see what
we could have traded him or something, man.
Well, it's true.
Gave him away. We could have traded him or something, suspended him and traded him after this. Look what happened. Boom. He innocent again. They're going to let him play again. We could have got something for him.
His girlfriend's running around with Washington Redskins jersey on. Anyway, Raymond, we got to go. Raymond, don't be no stranger, man. Come on, now don't get so mad about Derwin you can't call. Come on, call back Friday.
Ronbo, watch the Chargers this week with their 7 defensive
I'm definitely going to do that.
They can't play linebacker. Tell me that Derwin James will play more snaps at linebacker than he did safety. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all want to talk about everything else. Look at Derwin and laugh at me. Keep laughing
Raymond,
at me.
Okay, I can also complain about the fact that we didn't get Christian McCaffrey the year before last when we got I wanted Christian, and what did they do? I knew that Kyle Shanahan wanted him a Christian McCaffrey. He went out and got a darker complexion Christian McCaffrey when he went out and got Jerick McKinnon. I knew it.
Yeah, but Ronbo, but check this out. You could want that player, right? But you can't complain because Matt Breida was leading the league in rushing before he got hurt, and we got every running back that came in there was running the ball good. That wasn't the problem. We need to look at this defensive side of the football. They need to call me, man. Give them my phone number,
I'm talking about versatility, Raymond. I'm talking about. Next year you're gonna have Matt Breida there too. I like Matt Breida in the role he's playing, but I want to do that. I can line up and freak out the defensive coordinator at the same time. Remember, let's continue this Friday because we're going on and on.
They fast, McKinnon. They fast, but okay, yeah, but right. that's beside the point. You should have got Derwin. I told you he was the best player in the whole draft, and I'm right. But anyway,
There you go.
Y'all can tell me I'm wrong and make up excuses.
I didn't say you were wrong. I just said I wanted an edge rusher. I was
wrong.
They
told me he couldn't play linebacker. They told me he was too little to play linebacker. That's what they kept saying. They don't know what they're talking about.
If y'all was arguing with Raymond, you have just been told. All right.
No, they see it. And tell them to watch it on the Chargers game when they put out them 7 defensive backs.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Raymond. See you Friday,
Go Niners, man. We gotta get with the times. We gotta get with the times, man. The times is a passing league now. We need people out there that's checking these people. But all right, go Niners.
All right, Raymond. Have a good night. And Okie Nighter says Chargers didn't play any linebackers. Uh-oh. Boy, I'm glad. Whew. Boy, he'd be mad. Okie Nighter also says Ramsey is a Sherman fan also. I know, but Okie Nighter, when you play ball, I could be on the field, even in basketball, same thing. I could be on the court, no matter what I'm doing. It could be my main bro over there. I'm still going to find a way to get mad at him during the course of a contest. It always happens that way, And I got a feeling Sherm got mad with Kello on a few instances last season, too. Mark Lamar says Ruben, he has to be accountable to promises made, and he didn't, and that's what happened. 49er said it ain't just about that girl. We asked Ruben to do some other things that he was not about to do and pretty much made it easy to say goodbye. Donna Bell, what's up? This is my first time on Monday Night Raw. Donna Bell, it gets worse, Donna Bell. Wait till we get closer to draft and free agency. You know what Raymond was just going on about? Raymond was driving down the road in his car one time, screaming and hollering. He was so angry because people didn't want Derwin James. Now Derwin James comes in and he just lighting it up in San Diego. I know he's Los Angeles, but it's easier to say San Diego. The word Chargers is locked in as San Diego. And anyway, you know what I'm talking about, the Chargers. And Derwin is now the franchise on defense. Raymond told us that. He tried to make it a point. People argued him down to the point he was screaming and hollering on the phone. Now he's back to collect his props. He was right. Derwin James is an absolute beast. That's MVP material. Slick! What? Hey, Cleveland Farrell must be doing a job, huh? All right. Guys, people taking names, man. Don't argue with people about certain people, man. It's just, you won't get bragging about you later. Edgar Castro says Derwin is a great player on a great defense. Derwin would have got smoked if he played on our defense. Edgar, I'm glad we let Raymond go. Oh, he'd be livid right now. And Debbie says just reported that they had to bring in extra seats because Levi's was sold out. When was the last time the 49ers sold out Levi's? We need to do the same thing, Phil. If Jed put in too many of them luxury seats up there that you got to mortgage a home to actually buy in a year, he should have put in more general admission. Hey, Nighthawk.
Oh.
Now, is there a party going on? Party going on at your house?
No,
is that music?
Not party. No, it's a movie.
I said, but Nighthawk's partying on Monday night. Nighthawk, you ain't watching college football game?
No, I'm not a big Carter's fan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just interested in the products come out. You can't make any judgments on them. It's probably best not to look at them games because people are changing their minds about players they like before this game. But anyway, Nighthawk, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't like the Cowboys, but like I said, the Cowboys are and the Rams playing. I don't know who to go for. So I hate both of them.
Here's the thing. I probably wouldn't care if Rudy never came in here and about 10 other guys that I see in passing on social media. If I never seen these people, I probably wouldn't care diddly squat about this game. Rams fans are taking up where the Raider fans left. They just keep digging and they keep digging. They don't stop. So if they get excused, it's going to make my day. I'm rooting for the Cowboys this weekend. I can't believe I'm saying that. But I want the Rams beat down through the dirt. I'll be happy then.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I heard about they have a new sign. They let somebody else go.
Oh, we got Jeff Hafley's out. Yeah, Jeff, the secondary coach that had all our secondary looking around confused for 8 to 10 weeks. They finally got kind of better at the last 3 or 4 weeks. The last 3 or 4 games. Too late.
Now he's going to college.
Yeah, he's going to Ohio State and ruin their program. So, hey, that's what to do. Let's watch Ohio State secondary this year. I think Jeff's going to be the assistant to the coordinator. So he won't be able to ruin that team. Ohio State's got a tradition, Nighthawk. They got to, if Jeff can't help him carry on a tradition, he's got to go. Otherwise, the players come in from playing on Monday night and Sunday night, and they can't say things like, James Killerman, the Ohio State. They can't, they won't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah, the reason why I don't want the Cowboys to go, because if they go back to Super Bowl and they win 6, they're going to brag.
No, they'll never beat. They could beat the Rams. I think most people, if the Rams would have played here in week 1, they would have lost. So I just want the Cowboys to get rid of them. And then if they end up in playing against the Saints, the Cowboys get ran out of Louisiana probably about 5 minutes after the game starts. So I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, because the Cowboys fan, if they win that Super Bowl, they're gonna be bragging.
Yeah, it would be bad. It would really be bad. But they ain't gonna do it. They can't do it. The Cowboys,
if they get that 6, they're gonna say, "Oh,
yeah,
I told you so. You better than the 49ers."
And, hey, but now remember one thing: they can win just like Tom Brady and the Patriots. 49ers lost 1 Super Bowl game against 5 wins. None of the rest of these teams can say that. They've got multiple losses. When the 49ers went to the Super Bowl, except for the one time, we always came out the winner. And in some cases, complete domination.
Yeah. But I'm hoping they keep the kicker.
Robbie Gould? Robbie will be signed. They're just messing with us. They know better than to let Robbie Gould go. There's a lot of bad kickers out there, and we don't want to have to sign any of them.
Oh, man.
Because that's all you're going to
get. It was so funny. They had a Pepsi commercial about that same kick.
Is that the one with the Panthers coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all standing on the sideline. Hey, the Eagles were standing on the sideline sipping Pepsi.
Yeah, the Eagles taking Pepsi, and the crowd go, ah. And then he kicked the Chicago kick. He hit the same thing.
I'm glad you reminded me of that night. That's hilarious.
He did the same thing. He did the same shit.
Yeah. Boom, boom. And did you see the Bears mascot? He already had his arms up. We got this. The ball hits the ball. Bear just rolls over. Arms are still up. Yay! This is what's fun about this part of the season. See, we ain't in it, so we can heckle and laugh at folks for messing up.
But Jimmy, man, I see Jimmy Garoppolo. That dude's having a good time with Chauvin.
Oh, yeah, he's partying in Vegas. They got to get to work soon, though. But not now. Party. Have a good time.
But you know what? That's kind of good that someone's doing that. That's kind of good. That's how you...
Yeah. That Achilles is feeling good. He'll be better next year, too.
I mean, that's how you...
We got to go night off. Let me holler you out.
Okay. Before I go...
Let's do a flag on myself.
Hit that light.
Thanks, Nighthawk. Hey, Nighthawk, don't forget you got to do your signature goodbye. How you say? Nighthawk? He forgot to say it. And Nighthawk is out. Oh, here he comes. My main man. All the way from Atlanta, GA. One half of the TNT Connection. Trez.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ronbo. Put some red and gold up in it.
I got a whole bowl of red and gold here. Let me throw that around there. Over here. A little bit up in a little tip here, too. Trez, I know what you're going to say. Hey, Trez, Raymond called in here. Did you tell Raymond that Derwin James was not worthy of being picked up in the first round?
No, sir, Ronbo. Derwin James was not on my list nowhere. Okay. I followed Derwin. I thought he was an exceptional player in college, and that's all I can say about Derwin James. He's turned out to be a hell of a pro, and what can you say? But that guy plays for another team. We're talking about the 49ers. We're not talking about the Chargers. Okay. Chargers in the playoffs. We're not. We're trying to get to where they are.
True.
So
true.
I mean, Raymond was right on the money with Derwin James.
Yeah.
But I can give a rat's ass about Derwin James because he plays for another team. Okay. And speaking of other players I can give a rat's ass about, I can give a rat's ass about Reuben Foster. He plays for another team. Y'all get off of it, okay? Reuben broke the rules, okay? The guidelines, they spelled it out. The guidelines that they put forth in front of Reuben and gave him strict guidelines and rules. And Reuben did not follow those guidelines and rules.
I heard none of them.
Reuben is out of here. Right, none of them. So he's not a 49er any longer. Get off of it. It's over, okay? We got to move on. We're the 49ers. We're not the Chargers, and we're definitely not the damn Redskins, okay? Now, speaking of old players, people want to talk about old players. Ronbo, I did not. They threw a stat out the other day that I didn't know. Do you know Kirk Cousins is only 5-25 against top 10 teams? I did not know that.
How'd you find out?
Oh, they announced it on TV. I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. It was on the NFL channel. I said, wow, you gave a guy $94 million and this fucker is 5-25 against top 10 teams? Are you serious?
And Trez,
oh, that was crazy.
I already told you the last few times you was right. Okay, I just want to go down on the record as saying you was right. Kirk Cousins was not the move to make.
Oh, well, yeah, I ain't looking for no credit with Kirk. I thought that stat was crazy, though. I was like,
it is.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was that bad. Trey?
Yeah. So, no, it's not a shot at my tag team partner. It's not a shot at my tag team. He loves himself some church, and we'll let him have it, okay? But again, Kirk don't play for us, so who gives a damn? You know?
That's true.
Well, what I do give a damn about this? Let me give him a start.
Here we go. It's Robert Saleh time. Go ahead.
No, it's not Robert Saleh time. Let me get an installment real quick.
Uh-oh. And now it's Monday Night Raw. Let me holler at you.
Kyle Shanahan, let me holler at you. Another dismal year under your leadership. It's just pathetic.
Man.
We ain't did shit. We haven't improved as a team, as an organization under your leadership, under your watch. You go out, you fire. Well, he left, but quote unquote, I'm pretty sure somebody had to be released. But you let go the DB coach today. Ha, couldn't dick. Okay, ha. Because guess what? I'm not buying that bullshit. We all know that Robert Saleh sucks. And Robert Saleh needs to be out of here. And you, my friend, are going to be on a whole lot of scrutiny, Kyle Shanahan, come next year if you put up these type of numbers for as a record is concerned with our team again, because I'm sick and tired of you. When you go out and you look at the likes of the Bears first-time coach, and you go out and look at the Colts first-time coach, and what those guys was able to do in their first years with their teams, and get their teams turned around, because guess what, Ronbo? Frank Wright got that job at the spur of the moment. At the spur of the moment, because Josh turned around and changed his mind and left them folks high and dry, and this man came in and did a remarkable job. So I hold Kyle Shanahan fully responsible come next season, I don't want to see no bullshit. I want to see wins. And if we don't get wins, guess what? Kyle Shanahan needs to be out of here.
Ooh.
Straight up. Straight up.
But Trez, now that if you're getting rid of Kyle Shanahan, who comes in to replace him?
I don't know, because look at what's going on in the league, man. They're bringing back a lot of players, to be head coaches and turn out to be good moves. They're reaching on certain. I mean, right now, Andy Reid coaching staff is doing very well in this league. You know what I'm saying? His tree is doing very well. So, I just don't know. But I'm just sick and tired of these dismal seasons, man. I mean, nobody's buying in, man. What is going on here?
May I just interject this, please? What if, and there's nothing that can be done about unbelievably, I mean, you cannot work without a roster. If we would have had
Ronbo, injuries are
part of the game. I know. But you're starting quarterback.
People can't lay their head on it.
Other than the Eagles, other than the Eagles, who loses a franchise quarterback and still goes on to dominate?
Well, hell, the franchise quarterback wasn't playing so well when he went down. So, I mean, he was regressing. I got to say that. He wasn't playing so well. So, Ronbo, let me tell you, I always say this. If you let a guy go out, you brought a guy in here to do a job, let him do his job. Because the reason why I say that is because when you started tinkering with Garoppolo started seeing more flaws with Garoppolo. You see what I'm saying? And they let the guy come in when he came in and he got out there, he was playing his game, his style. You see what I'm saying? Well, and we were winning. And then they got to this year and they wanted to tinker with that a little bit. Hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. You can't rewrite the wheel, man. You can't remake it.
You have to have a blueprint, a scheme of something of everybody can get on the same page. They did that last year with those rehearsed plays.
He needed to learn. I mean, he got to learn the offense. I mean, the playbook and all that. True enough, but I'm just saying they started messing with his style of throwing. Like saying he was coming off the back foot and doing this. You're trying to. Then guess what? This year, guess what you saw out of him this year? You saw his ball sailing.
Yeah, I did. I was uncomfortable with that. I agree with that.
Right. You can't tinker with those things, man. Those quarterbacks, man. Let the guy go out. Let the guy go out and play his style, man.
But you know what, Trez?
Bottom line.
Not to worry on that, Trez. He'll be back to his. You remember when they tried to change Cap's throw, his mechanics, because Cap had a hitch in his throw, and then for a little while he tried to change his mechanics, but at the end of the day he still came back to throwing the same way, big wind up and everything. It's a natural motion. That's going to eventually happen to Jimmy, probably. I'm guessing. We'll see. Because he ain't going to be slow. Because he already had a quick release. Yeah. But they want him to go deep, is the reason why they want to make that adjustment.
Right. But that quick release started looking a little funny. And the ball started feeling a little high.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's got to get that under control. You're right. I agree
you got to get it under control, man. I just, and like I said, I'm pissed off at these first-year coaches having the success that they had, because ain't nobody stepping into no good-ass situation taking over the Baltimore Colts. Because Frank Wright, guess what? Like he said, they held up 32 because that's where they were ranked. 32. They was ranked the last fucking team, and guess what?
They did a great job.
They in the playoffs.
They are the job. He should get Coach of the Year. I agree with that, though, Trez. I really do.
Right.
So.
All right, so that's what I be saying, man. I gotta hold Kyle ass to the fire, man. And I'm sick and tired of everybody running around.
Take his shoes off, put him right up there, burn them feet.
Doing something. Yeah, you need to kick Kyle up his ass, man. Straight up. Like I said earlier in the year. You gotta get your head out your ass.
We gotta go, Trez. I'm gonna tell you what, good stuff, Trez. I'll be looking for you Saturday, every Friday.
All right, well, bro, look here. I wanted to get in. I was trying to get in last night, but y'all had closed the door. I was putting it up there in the chat. I can't get in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trez. I wasn't monitoring the chat. But listen, that will not happen too often. You know this. So.
Yeah, I know. I know I know how it goes, Ronbo. But look, we love you, Ronbo. Hey, like my brother from another mother say, hit that like. That shit. Y'all hit that like, man. Hit that like.
Thanks,
we love
Trez.
us some Ronbo, man. Hit that like. And Vader, I'm going to holler at you. That's my brother, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my tag team partner, Ronbo. You have a good one. We love you. Take care.
Thanks, Trez. Love you back, man. I'll be looking for Friday, Trez. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Man. Trez is always just endless comedy, boy. Satchman comes and says, Raymond, you need to call John Lynch about that. Look at that. It says 5 safeties on the field are once playing linebackers. Hey, you know what's really funny about that, though? This is why when I got to tell you, I look at Elijah Lee, he is like the prototype of what's going to be. Fred Warner is the prototype of what's going to be needed in the future. You got to have a guy that can zip back in coverage. He's got to have decent speed. He's also got to be able to lay the hammer down on the run. I wonder if Elijah Lee's going to lose that job. The kid from LSU is really dynamic, though. But I wonder if we'll see. Bell says, I've been hearing Harbaugh wants back in the NFL. If he does, should we count him? Should we court him? DB, I don't know. I'm still waiting for Shanahan to get all his weapons, and then I'll talk about that. Because Harbaugh has a 3-year shelf life. He usually wears his players out. DeMille, I knew you'd be happy about this, DeMille. And DeMille says, I think we can stop talking about Alabama now. Big LOL all over the place. DeMille, I was thinking about you as Bama. What's the score now? I was thinking about you as Clemson was just wearing Bama out. I've not seen Bama get beat by anybody like this in a long time. Oh, my God. And Greg J says, did you guys see the presser with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan after the season ended? Shanahan said the only coach he will step down to is Bill Belichick coming to San Fran. No. He said, is that what he said? Something like that, but did he say that's what he'd be stepping down to? There was something else connected in that conversation. Game's over at 44-16. Boy, Bama wasn't even in it. Wow. So, there you go. And 007's back to his name. 007.
Yo, what's up?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, we're watching everybody's favorite Bama picks get beat to death. And all of a sudden, if you're looking for anybody, you should probably be looking at the Clemson team. It's amazing.
I'm watching.
You know what I'm saying? You have to look at the entire body of work. People are all over. Well, there's been a couple people said Quentin Williams ain't all that. And then DeMille has said Bama is just not all that, period. Did you watch the game? Because I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
Did Clemson look that
watched
good?
some of it. They were, their receivers were fucking good, I'll tell you that. Yeah, they're moving the ball. We're looking at the game, and what 2 things that stick out to me with the draft coming up is, we can't, I said before, we can't afford to miss at all on our first pick. Like, if we miss on this year's first-round pick, then damn, John Lynch's ass is going to be under the fire, like, big time. But that being said, it doesn't look good when Burrell and Quentin Williams go out there and don't really, have a wow game. You know what I mean? We can't afford to not have somebody who's a wow kind of a player. It's got to be an all-star.
Yeah, it's got to be a game changer.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's got to be a game changer. And you watch this game, this is the biggest stage of them all, So if there's a game to come out and ball out and show that you're a monster, you're a beast, then this is the game. And I didn't see it. So if I'm not saying take him completely off the draft board, that's obviously ridiculous. Yeah. But if I'm John Lynch, I'm looking at those 2 guys and going, nah, sorry, not doing it. Not taking y'all. Not ballers.
And also, doesn't Ridley have a brother? Is his brother playing with Alabama as well?
You know what? I'm not sure. I actually don't know that. But
yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be as good as fucking Ridley. Ridley is a beast.
Yeah, I know. But then again,
Ridley
is the quarterback as good as he thinks he is? See, because it's kind of interesting how Bama – I've never seen Bama get beat like this in a long time. So
yeah, Yeah, like that quarterback for Bama, obviously his stock is gonna.
It took a hit, didn't it? It took a huge hit. He's the kid that was yesterday talking about, I don't like the Niners so much. What?
Oh, we don't like him. Fuck that. We don't like him. It's like, dude, like we got Jimmy Garoppolo, dude. Why are you trying to say we're interested in a quarterback?
And the thing is, you don't need to be singling out no teams you don't like. What if you do make it to the NFL and we remember, hey, here's that kid that doesn't like us. Let's introduce him to the NFL. Bam!
Yeah, get Nick Bosa on him.
You don't say things like that.
No, man. But with our next season coming up, if I could put on my GM shoes right now, get my shoes out, my GM shoes.
Yeah, what would you do?
And this is what I would do. I'm gonna tell you what. So number one, free agency, and this is not nothing groundbreaking, but bring in fucking what's his name? Earl Thomas. First of all, you bring in Earl Thomas. You bring him. You're gonna reunite him with Richard Sherman. Yeah, he broke his leg last year, but he's only 30 years old. And Earl Thomas, there's not a lot of these players, but Earl Thomas is one of them. It's when you have players who are healthy and under the age of 35, and if they say they can play, they can fucking play at a fucking good level. I mean, this guy is one of the best safeties I've seen since I've been watching football. So you bring him in, you put him with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman takes half the field. Earl Thomas takes another third of the field. And then you get someone in free agency. On the other side of the field, a corner, if you can get another good corner over there in free agency.
Wait, 007. Wait, question. Have you lost all confidence in our boy Akello?
It's not looking good, man. He's like, I know it's his second year. But, man, he was just playing so sloppy this year, and we don't have time to be waiting on people. We got to bring in competition. We got to bring in someone who we have confidence in free agency and let them battle it out in camp. Let them battle it out in camp.
We have another problem, though. We're going to have to get another secondary coach. I'm not sure who that's going to be, but you're going to see a different look in our secondary next year.
We're the Niners. Remember, we're the Niners. People want to be with the Niners. People want to be with the Niners. So, we need a secondary. Who's the secondary coach going to be? There's 20 fucking secondary coaches all over the United States going, dude, Niners, me, right?
Yeah.
Me, you know what I mean? So we ain't picking. We're not the ones going out there looking. People are looking at us.
They're looking for us, huh? And hopefully the
switchboard at
this. Yeah, hopefully the John's
think
getting
about
text
it.
off.
Think about it. If you were a DB coach and you're say, hey, you're going to go on a team of the Niners who won 4 games with their third string quarterback. Now put their Jimmy Garoppolo quarterback and get your starting running back and get Earl Thomas and get finally get your pass rusher, and you're going to go from 4 to 10 wins. All of a sudden, you might make a name for yourself if the secondary plays good, which it shouldn't be hard since you have Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman.
Yeah, you would think. And he's going to be healthier than he was this year. People should have took advantage of him last year because he probably wasn't quite as good as he's going to be next year. That Achilles is going to be thoroughly healed up. His mind is going to believe that it's not going to snap. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for
and
this.
even with his Achilles, Ronbo, nobody was looking at Sherman this year.
Well,
nobody. Every week I was watching the game.
Reputation.
And they were like, hey, no one's throwing at him. No one's throwing at him.
Fear. They might have been able to, but they were afraid to. Now it's too late. He's probably healed up to the point now, you'd best be scared. So I'm looking forward to next year. So we got to stop, though. Let's continue Friday, okay? We'll be back.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, man. See you later.
What did I see? I saw Bosa's stock. Bosa's stock has dropped. How come? Samuel Buffett says, George Riley Ridley. He said Georgia, okay. And Georgia wasn't in the tournament. Georgia's, it's interesting, too, because Georgia's your school for running backs. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kansas has a really good defensive back coach. And organizer says, Bosa's stock dropped because time he took off while others show up. Though, the way Bosa's name is smoking hot right now, nobody's going to care. Nick is going to go number one unless Arizona trades down. Probably. So. And let us go to Sheik.
Ronbo! What's up, man? What's going on?
Sheik, man, we're just sitting there contemplating anything and everything. And by the way, Raymond told me to tell you he was right about Derwin James. All right?
Uh-oh. Well, Derwin James is a heck of a player. I didn't even say he's a bad player. But the thing is, we need a tackle. And with that guy that we shipped to Boston, he's not a run blocker for us, and he's not Kyle's scheme.
Oh, okay.
So,
but Sheik,
we need to...
Sheik, I got to be the referee on this now. Remember, I think the Denver Broncos wide receiver, although he's doing a good job, though. Sheik.
Second round, yeah.
Sheik, it's funny
how was your Corey Davis, by the way, Ronbo?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Corey Davis, he's had a good year. He sort of asked me about my other pick, Christopher McCaffrey. And you know what's so funny, Sheik?
Oh.
We've all got these picks now through the last 3 seasons. We go. Everybody can be attached to their picks.
Everybody misses, man. Everybody misses on their picks.
Hey, wait, Sheik. I get one though. I said DeForest Buckner would be perfect. I can claim DeForest Buckner.
All right. Was I there at the time? I don't know if I was there at the time.
Yeah, we got Defoe's only been in the second season. Sheik, you had to be here. Sheik wasn't around yet?
That's right.
Oh, shucks. I can't even brag.
Yeah,
Sheik doesn't care. He wasn't here. That's right. Sheik, you showed up
on YouTube, man.
with Solomon Thomas. That's right.
Yeah, I came on with Solomon Thomas that time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
2017. It was like was it 2016 when the season was going? Then 17 came up, and I started.
Okay.
The draft was official. Yeah. But like I say, I like Derwin James. I never thought he was a bad player at all. But in my situation, in the 49ers, we need a tackle. And it's very difficult to find a tackle. Hey, if people want to gloat about certain players, let them be. But we're not GMs. We all miss.
Yeah.
We all miss.
Well, even GMs are missing. I mean, we had a couple of misses. When you think about it, actually, Ruben is a miss. We can actually make that. We can pretty much make that official now. Ruben was a wasted pick.
He's a bust.
Yeah, damn it.
He's a wasted pick.
God.
And the thing is, people might say, "Oh, he was off the charge might get dropped," but it's like you were involved a couple of times. If you get involved with certain people and you still go back to it, that's a problem. We don't need that problem in this organization. We're the 49ers. We want Super Bowls. We don't want a Alden Smith situation. We don't want that again.
Oh,
and that's what's going to turn out to. And I'm glad that Lynch, cut ties with him. So,
and Ruben had some other. They just revealed too. Ruben was supposed to also meet some other standards. They said he wasn't even coming close. I imagine they had some things that they said, Ruben, we want this done. And Ruben, we want you in Sunday school before you come to the games.
Do you know that he showed up in the game today, Ronbo?
Yeah, I heard. I got to go back and look at that because if Ruben came blasted out on the sidelines with the Bama crew, I really don't. Ruben has no shame.
No, he doesn't. And the thing is about Ronbo, first of all, I wanted to say as well, rest in peace, Dwight Clark. That one was for you because you went to Clemson University. That one was for you, brother. And they destroyed the Niner hater Tua. Hey, enjoy having that first L in the bowl game. Enjoy.
I mean, he had to offer all that information. It apparent. How do you say his first name? I know his last two. Anyway, they asked him about his family's background. You know, I understand that they like the Dallas Cowboys and he grew up, but you could just leave it like that. Yeah, no, the Cowboys is my team. Niners, nah, not so much.
That.
Hey,
you can't say that. You say I'm a Cowboys fan. That's it.
I mean, you're in San Francisco. You're in their stadium, and you had to offer that. Got your brains beat out too, didn't you, Mr. Tua?
Yeah, God forbid if something happens, we needed a quarterback and he's a guy and he's like, well, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want to play. He probably do it Elway. He refused to report to Santa Clara. And most of us say good. I mean, I don't know why they called him in the first place. He didn't look all that during that game we were watching. He'll be, he can he go to Senior Bowl?
Elway?
No, Tua. I wonder if Tua's even interested in playing. He's probably all dejected now. My stock fell. Nobody's going to think I'm a good quarterback. I'll be lucky to get a third-round bid.
Yeah.
Tua!
See, that's why it's karma.
Yeah.
You talk about our Niners, you hate on our players.
And come into our stadium.
People say that, yeah. And I want to say to this, Ronbo, I love everybody. I shout out to Raymond. I appreciate him calling in and his opinion is what we need and this. Everybody has that right.
Sure.
But the thing is, we must, as 49er fans, step away from the past and go forward and look to the future, not the past. Who should have, could have got last year or the beyond. I don't know if you're annoyed about it. I'm annoyed about it. It's sometimes fun to go, oh yeah.
I'm still upset about Christian McCaffrey, though, but that's okay. We're going forward.
Yeah, but we got to go forward, man. We got to turn that page and say, okay, what we needed. We had some hiccups, and now we have to move forward.
It's true, and we will. But we got to move forward now too. We got to see you Friday, and bring some more fun. And get ready, because you got to be able to get a player that you like a lot, and we're all going to get a player that we like a lot, and you get called on at the end of the draft. I love it.
Well, I like Josh Allen or Nick Bosa. So
all right.
Those are my two guys. But we need a pass rush. That's what we need. But anyways, Ronbo,
agreed.
I want to give you a shout out because I just noticed. Shout out to Ronbo Sports. All the guys in the chat room, please hit that like for Ronbo Sports because he hit that 15,000 subscribers in this empire, baby. Let that grow. Let that rain. Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Tell all the Niner fans, man.
Thanks,
shout out to you, brother. Shout out to the Niner Fan Club.
Hey. Sheik, you have a great night. I look forward to hearing from you Friday, fam. All right. Oh, God. And, Ogie Knight, I love Ogie Knight. He's got constantly, he says, I'll take that bet. I'll call in if he goes top 2. Wait a minute. What were we betting on a minute ago? Take that bet. I'll call in if he goes in the top 2. Is this it right here? Because Coach says, who's familiar with Jalen Ferguson? Edge rusher, looks impressive on film. Every game he played in, faster than Cleveland Farrell, same size, 6'5", 265. Coach, that is James' pick. But James, he's starting to move toward Josh Allen. You know what would be interesting? I don't think the NFL is going to let it happen. We pick up Josh in the first round, Ferguson in the second. I'll have to be sedated. Oh, my God. I will lose my mind. Oh. I said, when it rains, it pours. I've been crying. I'm talking alligator tears for years because I don't have a pass rush. Now it's overkill. We got 2 amazingly mean dudes. And who knows? There could be another one in the 3rd round. Because if we get any round, we got 2 picks. One of them's going to be a pass rusher. I promise you, the front office, no matter what Big Show says, they're as tired of no pass rush as I am. Ogie Knight is talking about Bosa. Oh, man. You know what? The Cardinals could fool everybody by picking up Williams. It's a possibility because they got a decent pass rush. But if they pick up an absolute punisher to put in the middle of the line, Man, that would be interesting. We need that Punisher, too. See, the thing, needs. And we need somebody to step up. Maybe Solomon Thomas will come alive next year. We won't even know him. In preseason, we're like sitting there watching. Who is that? Did somebody stole Solomon's jersey? Is that 94? Who is that? Whoa! It is Solomon! Wait, let's watch another snap. Oh! Yeah, I thought it was Aaron Donald switched jerseys with Solomon. Wow! Wouldn't that be something? Oh, God. Hey, Lee, as I'm fantasizing. Oh, gosh. Solomon. Lee, is that Biggie Smalls? Lee's always got the best of music. Lee, get in here. Lee.
What up, bro?
Lee, it's like we're only weeks away. It pretty much starts after the Super Bowl. You've got to stake claim to a player and stick to it like we always do in the offseason. And at the end of the season, or at the end of the offseason, we get to make fun of you if you failed. Like Raymond is coming back collecting from last year about all those that argued with him because they didn't appreciate the Derwin James pick as much as he did.
Yeah, Robert, that's very funny because I was actually watching an old show today, and that was the main topic. It was about Derwin James, so it was good to see Raymond back and letting him know. And, he was right last year, and he got like a lot of flack for saying we needed Derwin James,
did. And he's letting everybody know about it.
Ronbo, it's what you got to see. He's putting everyone on notice, and that's why you got to be careful what you say.
He did.
I made a statement yesterday. Sorry, was that you go?
No, I just said, yeah, he did. He definitely came back and informed everyone to shut up.
I told you, it's I had to say this year, I told everyone at the start of the year, I said Nick Mullins he's way better than CJ, and I got cursed out by the same people that went at Raymond because they said no, he's not. He was going up against backups. Lee, you don't know what you're talking about. And I said those same backups that he was killing in preseason, Ronbo, is the same backups that when he came on the field, CJ was looking terrible against. That's how I knew, they were coming against the same players.
I could not believe what I was. I still don't believe what I was seeing. I knew that Nick had better mechanics. I couldn't understand why Kyle Shanahan couldn't see that. I really don't understand that whole situation. Is very strange.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like yesterday I said, I gave my reasons for not wanting Josh Allen. He's a hell of an athlete, Ronbo, but, it's not, the scheme fits one thing. It's adjusting to a new scheme coming from college. It might take him some time to adjust to a 4-3, but it's not just that, when I come on here, I look at tape and I watch things really closely. And the thing I didn't like about Josh Allen as well, Ronbo, in our scheme, 4-3 was hand on the ground, is that he doesn't have that bend. Last year, Landry has great bend, so does Von Miller. Yeah. He doesn't have that bend, Ronbo. He's too upright when he comes around the tackle. He gets pushed and loses balance. Like, there's little things that I didn't like about him. Like, he might work out, but I feel like he's better in a 3-4 scheme. That's why I wouldn't take him with the number 2. It's just a little bit risky, in my opinion. I could be wrong, I could be right, but there's just little things I've seen. Today was a good game. What did you think about today's game?
I haven't got a chance to check it out yet. I've been in here, and I was busy at the half, so I only heard about it. But apparently Clemson is a new power.
Yeah, they're like baby Bama, but they sort of showed up and showed who the boss was now. They've had a good battle there for the last few years, right?
Every year, it's Clemson and Bama. Every year.
Yeah, and their coach too, he's sort of got a point to prove against old Saban. So I think, if anyone knows that Bama team, it's him. So, that was good to see them go up against each other. And, they gave it to them. I haven't seen Bama beating like that in a long time, Ronbo.
You know what? And Saban's livid. You're probably not going to see that next year. He's going to be recruiting. He's probably going to go outside the borders of America now and find some guy. He may be in your neighborhood before you know it. I tell you, I'm going to get a great rugby player over here that nobody can tackle. I'll stop this right now. We'll change his name and identity, get him a passport. What do you do about his accent?
Yeah,
doesn't
funny.
care about his accent.
One thing, what they should get, though, is the Bears should come over here and look for a kicker, Ronbo, because, there's a lot of good kickers. And that game yesterday, man, the whole season came down to that one kick. And they're lucky that timeout that they called Philadelphia, because that saved them, right? When you actually got the kick the first time.
Yeah,
they called the timeout.
Right, nobody's giving the coach credit for that. He calls timeout, and that kick didn't count. It went right down the middle. It was a little low, but it made it. And I said, watch that be enough. I was joking. Watch that be all it takes. And sure enough. But they say somebody got a piece of that ball. I didn't see it. I've looked at replay over and over. I didn't see anybody near that ball. But they say somebody got a piece of the ball.
Yeah, it was funny because we had some picks on the game, and I think I went Colts to win. I got the Cowboys with some of the other callers. And that was the only game I got wrong. And it was funny because it came down to that field goal. I thought they had it at the end there and they missed. They hit the post. That was, man, they probably wishing they kept Robbie Gould, right, Robert?
I'm sure they are. They thought he was washed up. Well, you've been with him 11 years, so they thought he's probably done. And Robbie Gould's got the best percentage in the league since then. Crazy.
Yeah, it's the funny thing. But back towards our team, I really want us to go after a free safety and an edge, at least one. I think we could go after two, You could get a high-priced one like a Trey Flowers if he's there, Frank Clark, a young guy, and then you could go after another guy like a Tier 2 guy. It's not going to cost as much money. There'll be Dante Fowler, or there'll be Brandon Graham's still right up there. He's still a top 10 defensive end one, but he won't cost as much. So if we can get two edges in free agency, that shores up our D-line. And it doesn't matter if we miss out on guys like Bosa, and we can actually go in another direction like Devin White or Greedy Williams, maybe move back a few spots with a quarterback needy team.
And ideally, that's how you want to do it, too. Get your serious needs, if you can, through the free agency, and then you can go into the draft and get that player that you might not get because he doesn't fit a need, but you get it because he's good and he can take somebody else's job. And if he's a game changer, it's a win-win situation, no matter where you put him.
Yeah, I just hope we're a bit aggressive this free agency, because if you remember last year, we went after we got Sherman. That was a good pickup, but we gave him an incentive deal. We're lucky that he came over to us, but the last few years before that, we'd never really gone after big talent, Ronbo, even through Bulky's era. Mm-hmm. Towards the end there, we didn't really go after big free agency, so I'm hoping, like Tony was saying earlier, that Jed forks over the bank, Ronbo, and he actually gives our GM and our coach some money to spend this free agency so we can go after that talent.
But I don't.
Towards the draft,
people always accuse Jed of being a penny pincher. I don't. He signed Jimmy Garoppolo. It didn't seem to bother him. Yeah. I don't think he's really as miserly as people say he is. I think if his people can make deals, he's not going to say no. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, I hope so. It's just that if you look back over the last few years, we haven't really gone out of free agents to spend the big money. We did on Jimmy and we did on Kaepernick. But,
and they tried to pursue Khalil Mack. I believe them when they say they did. I think they really did go after him and failed.
Well, I sort of found it funny. People were mocking Khalil Mack yesterday, Ronbo. He's a perennial all-pro, guys. He didn't kick the field goal.
But the thing is, Jason Peters owned him all day. I mean, Khalil couldn't do a thing with him. And truth be told, McGlinchey and Staley didn't let Khalil was kind of neutralized, So I don't know about him.
Yeah, well, I actually looked at that. Remember, I talked to you last time, and I went in and looked at the tape. I already looked at it with detailed tape. I keep going through play after play, and actually, straight up, Nick Mullins saved our O-line time after time after time.
Get rid of the ball.
There were 3 plays in a row that were bad, and I'm not going to say who it was because some people might get upset. But Roquan Smith got the sack. Hakeem Nicks came through and just steamrolled one of our tackles. We know who it was. And then the next play, Mack went straight through, and it was lucky Mullins got the ball away. Otherwise, that would have been a sack too. There was 3 plays in a row in the third quarter. So we really need to fix that O-line, Ronbo, and it starts in the middle there. You look at the Colts this year. Look what they did to their O-line. They drafted 2 rookies, Quentin Nelson and Braden Smith.
Oh, they're so good. I mean, the run game works. That's why I know Kansas City is in trouble. And Richburg is walking on thin ice. Weston, he's got to look better than that next year, or the 49ers will be. If the 49ers draft a center, we'll know.
Yeah, there is one good center. I think, actually, the funny thing was, Thing brought him up the other day. Michael Jordan out of Ohio State. I think it was Yao Ming.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's the best center in this upcoming draft. There's a couple of good guards. I like that guy I mentioned to you last time, Lidstrom, mainly because he's a scheme fit, Ronbo, because he's got quick feet, strong hands, and he can get to the second level and make blocks in the running game. And that's the kind of guys that Kyle likes to go after, like 300-pounders. They can agile, they can move.
Yeah. Well, Lee,
so that's a second rounder.
We have to continue. We're going to continue Friday, but good stuff, Lee. And I look forward to seeing you.
Shout out, Ronbo.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Richie. Richie's on the money, Ronbo. He said, a guy, I want you to look at this guy, Ronbo, Hakeem Butler out of Iowa State.
Okay.
I noticed him a while ago, and Hakeem beat me. And Richie beat me to him. Hakeem Butler, 6'6", runs a sub 4.5, 7-foot wingspan, Ronbo.
Wait.
You put him on the field with Kittle, game over. Wide receiver.
Third
rounder. He ain't going in the first 2 rounds, Ronbo, unless he kills it at the combine and he slides up. Yeah, wide receiver.
Because guys' stock shoots up at the combine. Some of them shouldn't shoot up. It's like the phenomenon, Kevin White, hasn't played more than 5 snaps in Chicago. How many years ago did he get drafted?
Yeah.
There is a biggest worst in the. I've never seen anything like Kevin White. Gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will look for you Friday. Kevin, what's his name? Butler. What's his first name again?
Hakeem Butler.
Hakeem Butler.
Rich, I think you brought him up after your Rams show. He's a freak, Ronbo.
Right.
He's a freak.
All right, well,
one-handed catches like Michael Jordan.
Oh, see, that's interesting. And there's a kid in Arizona too that's an amazing freak. That might be a nice wide receiver addition.
Oh,
as well.
Yeah, he's good. He's a first rounder. Nikhil Harry.
Is that his name? Yeah, that sounds like his name.
Yeah,
Guy's
he's
a complete freak. Light on his feet, and it can move like lightning. That kind of size. Oh my goodness. All right, fam. See you Friday.
Catch you later. Shout out to Money Mark. Send me the money. The bad boy squad in the 49 Empire chat. Peace, Ronbo.
All right. Peace, fam. And San Fran Fam 30 says, who are we looking at for that DB coaching spot? I like Ed Reed, Tim McDonald, or Ricky Manning Jr. San Fran, I have no idea who's available. Are these people available? Because, man, I still know. Because they let him leave, and nobody's crying about it. I mean, usually coach says, Jeff Hafley's going to be a tremendous loss to our organization, and we wish him well. Nobody said that. If they were to tell the truth, just glad he's gone. Satchel Cover says, my granddaughter, Janiyah, loved your shout-out. Janiyah! And you want me to give you another one? And you know I love... I know! I used to annoy my mom when I was a kid. I've always been loud, and I still remember my mom begging me to please stop that. Here I am now doing it, and actually I got 1 or 2 people that think it's fun. Moms! Sound is good. Talking about that. Hey! Roberto!
The best channel on YouTube, baby.
Too much, Roberto, but thanks.
Yeah, number one channel in YouTube.
Hey, Roberto, lots happened since the last time. We haven't talked to you in a long time. What have you been up to?
Well, nothing, just chilling.
Roberto, in case you didn't know, we've gotten rid of our defensive back coach, Robert Hafley, who apparently was speaking Hebrew or something because none of our players understood what he was talking about. Our secondary guys could not play. I wonder if he had anything to do with that because everybody blamed Robert Saleh, Trez, and and now we're finding out it might have been Hafley. He's leaving.
I'm saying that that I missed the Rumble show.
We miss you too, Roberto. We wonder where's Roberto. Everybody says, "Where's Roberto?"
I need me some Rumble right now.
Hey, Roberto. Hey, be thinking about this, Roberto, because in the weeks to come, you have to find a player that you want to draft so you can get attached to it. Now, once you start saying that you like a certain player, if your player doesn't get drafted, then everybody's going to blame your pick being a bad pick. Or if your player gets drafted, check out Roberto, man. This dude knows what he's doing. You get one or the other.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah,
yeah.
The St. Louis Rams are gonna lose.
Yeah.
On Saturday night, baby.
Wait. Did you say St. Louis? What?
Hey, the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah.
Hey, you
they hate that. Yeah.
Hey, Ronbo, I'm gonna show you the evil laugh. I'm gonna show
Yeah.
you.
Give me that. I like that.
The Joker laugh.
Roberto, you do that. You do that too well. It's kind of scary. First thing you know, you're going to be saying like, "Have you ever wondered what it's like to dance under the pale moonlight?" Is that you can be the Jack Nicholson Joker.
I'm gonna go one and done, baby. Repeat. I repeat. Rams one and done. I repeat. Ronbo Sports. I repeat.
There you go.
Hear me? Yeah, I repeat. Ronbo Sports. I repeat. Rams are gonna go one and done.
And they would have been gone this week had they played. I don't know why the Rams got a bye. Did you see McVay cannot stop the run? The Rams are supposed to have this hardcore, high-priced defense. Watch Zeke get like 180 yards. I'm going to love it. Because, Roberto, you watching that last game we played against the Rams, right? How many yards did Alfred Morris get against that Rams vaunted defense?
Man, he got a lot. I saw that hard running that he did. Like he ran through that defense. There, like they call the number one defense.
Yeah.
Number one defense.
No. Roberto, don't mistake the Rams for the number one defense. They are not. Chicago is the best defense in the league.
Yeah, but you know, like NFL Network, the media.
Yeah, I know. I know. They be making stuff up.
And other have the best defense. Man, shut your ass up.
Tell you, there's a lot of guys that make bad calls. But Roberto, as I say, it's a fashion. You got to come up with a player that you think is going to be drafted, and then later on you can have bragging rights. And if we don't draft him, you can get if everybody argues with you, come back like Raymond and say, "I told y'all we should have got Derwin James." Raymond's will kill us about this for the next 2-3 years. Yeah. And Raymond, I love you, man. I'm laughing about because you were right. Go ahead.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yo.
You know, like the Rams, they call their house whose house. You know, you like to say whose house. You know what? That's whose house it is, baby. Whose house? Niners house, baby. Because we want us ready, go everywhere in the stadium, baby. Whose house? Whose house? Niners house, baby.
We need a new house, though, Roberto. But Roberto, they can laugh. We're having bad luck in our house. We need to get a new one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what, Ronbo? One more thing before you tell me peace out,
How'd you know? You've been watching them.
You're going to tell me, hey, Roberto, you got to go now. We got to go right now.
Wait, and Roberto, let me do you. Ronbo. Ronbo.
Hey, you know why? You know why Alabama lost?
What about Bama? What?
You know why they lost? You know why Bama lost?
How come?
Because that quarterback Tua
Yeah.
talk shit
Yeah, I
about
know, right?
house. You know what? Talk shit over house. You taking the house, bitch. Talk shit about our house. You taking the out, motherfucker.
And he did.
Bama.
He
Fuck Bama.
beat him up bad.
This
I got to see
not.
this game. They must have been sacking him right and left.
This is not the house. This is the Nana's house. You talk shit
Roberto.
about the house.
Roberto.
Oh shit.
Roberto.
Yeah.
Roberto, this is a family show, Roberto. There's children. I know, you know. There's little Jania's watching. Shh. Roberto, listen. I tell you what. Let me see you Friday.
Yeah, Ronbo, you know, one day, you know, you can't let people talk shit about the house. You know,
That's true.
house, you
And
know, like,
Tua got beat up. He got beat up pretty good, Roberto.
Our house was Candlestick, and you know, since Candlestick is already gone, we gotta call Levi's our house now, no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's house.
Roberto, Roberto, we gotta go. We got 3 people waiting. That are saying,
Okay, hey, don't try, the 3 people that are waiting, don't try, you're gonna be next, all right? Man, I miss you, man. You know, I miss you, man. It's been like, what, like 3 weeks, 2 weeks? Man,
Yeah.
I mean, like, man, I need me some Rumble. I need me some Rumble in my life right now, because our season is already over. I mean, I'm like, oh, man.
and Roberto, we will have plenty. We will have emergency meetings and everything else, Roberto. But Roberto, we really got to go.
Okay. Don't cry, Rumble. Don't cry, Rumble. All right, no. Don't cry. I'm here, man. Save your life. All right, peace out. Hey, down again.
Good night. Good night, Roberto. Okay. Hey, over here. It seems like someone's up in Sherwood, Oregon. Your area code is 503. Hello.
What's up, Rambo? It's me. It's Nate, man. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, hey, Nate.
Raymond said, I like the points that Raymond said a lot. I mean, Raymond was frustrated. Hearing your show, you know, like it was just, I feel the same way sometimes, but I don't want to think that way. We got to be positive and we got to win.
And also, we're always gonna have disagreements. Yeah, I don't know. I do want my boy Raymond not to be so bitter about an argument. It's just football.
I'm bitter too. I'm a bitter person too. That's why you don't like me as much. Sometimes I'm really bitter. Yeah. Because I hate the decisions that the front office makes, and that's the truth. I really do sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they do mess up.
We struggled, and they still made a Trent Baalke decision, even when we had John Lynch. Do you understand? He drafted Thomas. Nobody wanted Thomas. The whole fan base didn't want Thomas. He still made a Trent Baalke decision, and we're frustrated. We've seen the same actions with Trent Baalke.
Good point.
You know,
True.
we are traumatized.
Yeah.
That's the facts.
That's a good point. But, you know, Solomon Thomas is going into year 3. Nate, he might surprise us to pieces.
That's what I want. I want him to surprise me, and I think he will, because he had that last game. He had those 2 big holding calls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Man, that was great. He played a great game, and he was calling for, like, I'm getting held. You know, he was in that game. You know, he was passionate that day. Mm-hmm. I think he's hearing the fan base, man. I think he's really hearing us right now. I think he wants to do good for us. At least he's got good character. We got to understand, at least he's got good character.
He does. He does.
Not gonna fuck us.
Huge. You know, because his heart is big. You know, Solomon works hard. I mean, he's not like he's lazy. This kid works hard. He just hasn't quite got there yet. But do you know, Nate, you know who else is like that, though? You know who else is like that, though? What's his name? Lawrence. Do you know he was nothing special his first year or so? He just recently turned into a beast.
Maybe he started taking the juice.
Well, yeah, there's that. You never know. He's like, I can't get any better than this. I'm just going to refer to a little help. And then, maybe. Some of these guys get, because there's a bunch of players. I want Russell Wilson drug tested. Who else does really amazing things? I want, what's the Houston Texans wide receiver? He needs to be tested.
Cooper?
Yeah.
Cooper, yes.
Yeah.
Why is it always, Rambo, why is it always a Seattle playoff game that they always injure a player and they like injure him severely? Navarro Bowman, Mikey Potty. How come it seems like they target to injure? I think Seattle is management. They target to injure players because every time they have a big game,
it's always
somebody
serious.
comes out broken. Yeah.
Yeah. We know Sweezy does. Sweezy, he definitely put a chop block on Ian Williams, and Ian Williams' career is kind of ended from that. And then, of course, we know about Bowman. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they are. I think that they cover up pretty well. They don't talk about it, but they go into private conversation and say, hurt this player if he's going to hurt us.
They probably work on it in practice. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's like Seattle's a dirty team. Just to be honest with you, they're a dirty team.
So no, I know. I've always wanted to see some, and they never get hurt. You notice that?
Yeah. And then if you try to retaliate, guess what happens? The flags get thrown, people get thrown out. It's like what? It's like always, I mean, Detroit's just another bad. Just to mention another bad team that's been, hit hard by the refs and everything by the league is Detroit. Detroit has been hit hard by the league. They never ever actually, get in the rhythm of winning, And
they get cheated too. And they got cheated in Seattle.
Yeah, they do get cheated.
Remember Megatron? Yeah. Megatron came through there, made their catch. They kicked the ball out of bounds, which is automatically. They just stole the 49. They stole the Hawks. Well, game over. What? No. He cannot throw the ball out of bounds. And they let that go. I said, that's favoritism. And the Rams in L.A., I'll never get over Joshua Garnett and Aaron Donald over that little fight scene. I don't know, maybe they didn't know the camera was on them. And the ref is standing right on top of it. I mean, Aaron Donald's apparently is not happy with the fact that Joshua Garnett has contained him for a couple of plays. And he gets up and gets all mad and starts swinging. And the ref is standing right behind the whole action. And Garnett throws his arms out. Dude, he just smacked me.
You're giving me chills right now because you are mentioning our offensive line is going to be. I mean, they're going to be gritty, man. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to beat, man. McGinty, Garnett, Joe Staley stays healthy. You seen how he played against Khalil Mack? He has shut him down.
Throw him on the ground and look down at him. I loved it. Get out the way.
Man, that guy was like Joe Staley was on his game, and I mean it gives me chills to think that this is the offensive line that we can produce if we can stay injury free, and then we don't play Seattle's dirty ass, and they always want to injure us because they know we can beat them every single year.
They do. Well, they know we can keep up now. If Nick Mullins can beat him, Jimmy D can beat him. Garnett's got to be able to play where Mike Persons is, though. They got to get rid of Mike. Or not get rid of him, but he's got to be backup. Let Garnett play. He actually pissed Aaron Donald off. Nobody pisses Aaron Donald off. He throws people away like paper. What? All right.
You know the reputation Joshua Garnett had when he came out of college, man. That guy was a mauler.
I know. That's what I call him, man. So you can run behind him all day. But if he learns how to pass protect, if he can burn up and make Aaron Donald mad, that means there's nobody in the league that he can't deal with. I want him back at that position and take another look.
Let's do it. Let's. I mean, we all agree. Let's see what Kyle says and they say. But let's go ahead.
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
Disagreeing.
Well,
I'll tell you what, Nate.
Yeah, we're gonna. The offensive line. It's gonna be great next year. And then, like you said, somebody else mentioned that we actually had a high ratio in sacks this year. We actually had a lot of quarterback pressure. But why didn't we win games? I don't know. Why didn't we win? Why weren't we more consistent in winning games? Because we put in Bedford over Mullins.
We were turnover.
Could have had a good season.
We were turnover prone, remember?
Yeah.
One thing the 49ers could do better than anybody else, we can give that ball back to the other team. I mean, both Arizona Cardinals losses, giving the ball back to the Cardinals. We lost to the Rams, I have a feeling, because we gave the ball back to them 3 times to start the game. Once the 49ers stop with the stupid turnovers, that's when they're going to start winning ball games. Games they probably shouldn't even be able to win, but they're going to win them. Nate, hey, if you get some time, Nate, let me see you. Huh?
I know. And one last thing, though. How would you shift the line? You got one draft pick, edge rusher. How would you shift the line? You got one edge rusher to pick, and how would you shift the line? Thomas, Buckner, Ark Armstead, how would you shift it? Who would play inside? Who would play outside?
Well, nothing really changes because we don't have Cassius Marsh plays out there, and also you no longer have to put because it had Solomon Thomas was playing out there on non-passing downs, and on passing downs, Cassius Marsh would come in, and Solomon would move to the inside. So they're not going. That's now you don't have to be bothered with that. So I need a guy that's going to be able to set the edge too. Everybody's talking about getting a good pass rusher. But I want a guy that can contain the run as well. Because that's what teams do now.
Williams? You want Williams in, that guy inside them? That defensive tackle everybody wants?
I won't be mad if Quentin Williams is. You stack him next to DeForest Buckner. Oh, they could.
Oh, that would be kind of nice.
They could do some damage.
That would be kind of nice,
You're
man.
not
That
gonna
would
be
be
able to
interior
double.
pressure with Solomon Thomas not being able to get. He actually can work off the one. He can work off that offensive tackle pretty well.
You can put Solomon at the big end, and you still need that edge rusher. But anyway, hey, let's talk more about this Friday, okay?
All right, man. You have a great night, man.
You too,
Roberto's
man.
really funny.
Always.
All right.
He's
All
the
right,
Joker
man.
now. The Jack Nicholson Joker at that. All right. Night, Nate. Oh, man. Hey. Hey, is this the right Rod? It's just Rod, not the Rod. Hey, Rod. Oh, left? Rod, I gave you intro and you left. Ah, man. Oh, is this a person's name is left? Oh. Somebody shouldn't have a name called Left. Name Ronbo Right. As a matter of fact, fam, I'm going to go ahead. As you can see, I'm getting punchy. Have a glass of vino. Maybe a couple of slices of brie. Nah, brie's too sharp for the kind of vino I got. Cheese and wine. Or cheese and chocolate. No, cheese and wine or wine and cheese. Make sure you get a dark chocolate. Don't get anything that's overly sweet, and it ruins your palate, so you can't really appreciate the flavor of the wine you're drinking. I like a Malbec with about an 85% dark chocolate. Just helping you out. I look forward to seeing you Friday. You know something's going to develop between now and then, fam. Meantime, keep it red and gold. Hit that like. Hit it, that like. Pam, you know I appreciate them likes. See you Friday. Janaya, here it comes again.